Yo. It's Grapsody with Will, Phil, and Reg, trying to keep it real instead of what you usually get from these talking heads. It's Grapsody, we're here to fill the void. 3 black fans, different perspective, got to fill your voice. Coming with the podcast, talking majors, indies in between. Yeah, it's all that, and we're down with Fightful, better fallback. Coming for respect, we connect like a ball bat. No need to double check, these are all facts. You're listening to us talk raps. You're listening to us talk raps. Will, Phil, and Reg. Yeah, we're Grapsody, here to talk raps. Yeah, we're Grapsody, here to talk raps.
Good morning. Happy New Year. It's 2026. First episode of 2026. This is Grapsody. I'm Phil Lindsey. Of course, I'm here with Righteous Reg. How are you this morning?
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster, media man, Righteous Reg. We here a Saturday morning. I'm feeling pretty good this Saturday morning, Philip Lindsey. It's 26, as people have been deeming it. And I don't know what to expect here. But yeah, happy to be here with my homeboy, talking some wrestling, talking some other things. I was just reading up on Drake's lawsuit before we started this podcast, because I was thinking, I was in the shower. I was like, wait, doesn't he have a song called Rico with Meek Mill? And then I got out and I played that song and I was like, what's happening here? How do these things happen like this, Phil? It's crazy.
Listen, man, life comes at you fast. I don't know.
So fast, man.
I know. Yeah, it's I guess that's what the cool kids are calling it. 26. I don't know.
26. That's what we're in. I'm trying to stay
26.
cool, stay hip, Phil. It's like it's a big year for me, birthday wise, coming up here in a couple months. So I'm trying to stay hip, trying to stay with the youngsters. Wait, what do you call them these days?
I don't know.
The Ute.
The Utes. Nah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely certain stuff I see. I'm like, yeah, the kid's he's all right. And you know, I know some people are like, they call people everybody kid just to be trendy, and some of these people, yeah, they're kids to me because they're like little kids. They're like 20 in their 20s.
Honestly, you're right. I was such a different person at 20. I can't think of the age I'm going to be. I don't even want to say it out loud. It sounds weird. And being 20, you know. It's a crazy time, you guys. 26, as they say. But what's up with y'all out there in Grapsody land? Hope y'all having a good, happy New Year so far. I hope everything has been well in your holidays, and I hope you're ready to get back to regular life, like Phil and I were just talking about before we got on this pod. Because, man, the holidays sent me kind of into a blur, Phil.
Yeah, it feels like it's a lot happening. Takes a lot out of you. It seems like you also get used to eating poorly and not doing anything, and so then it gets into, oh wait, I actually have stuff to do. I can't just do that every day. So yeah, hopefully people are still, you know, enjoying their holiday week. You know, I'm not gonna get on you about, you know, if you still have leftovers in your refrigerator.
Leftovers.
It's that time, dog.
It's time, dog. This is the weekend. Get together, get your Saturday together to throw them leftovers out, because it's time, big dog.
It's been time. If you still got that champagne bottle in your refrigerator with the spoon in it, knock the rest of that out, big dog. It's time. Finish that up.
The champagne bottle with the spoon in it is hella funny.
Yeah, well,
it's time to wrap that up, man. Pour that into a glass. Finish it off.
Knock that off. You babysitting, dog. Get rid of that.
Babysitting days later is hella funny.
Yeah. Yeah, dog, Harley, we got new Dochi. Shout out to her. Yeah, I think we're leaving that weirdo white streamer guy in 2025. We're not going to continue to let that guy be in the culture and say crazy things, because that's one of the worst things Drake has done, by the way, is allowing that guy in the culture.
Also in the lawsuit, so hopefully they might all be going down at this point. Shout out, it's between Dochi and Doja, I think, as like spitters over there. Like they're supreme when it comes to it. So shout out to Dochi with her new stuff.
Yeah. Meg is still putting out some raps. Is now a franchise owner for Popeye's Chicken, apparently. Yeah, Meg's side adventures that she be on are wild, man. She just be out here living life, man. Shout out there.
That one TikTok of Clay in the closet and he like dances the outfit on or whatever.
Listen, I get it. Every time I see him doing all of this stuff and he's letting you know I'm happy, like she's like coming in there bringing him food and he's like, "Oh, I love it, baby." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you do." I bet you do.
You are living the life. He smiled more than he smiled more than when he won a championship, Phil, like in these TikToks. I'm like, dog is having a great time and I'm not mad at it one bit.
Nah, man, listen. You got the right woman in your life, a nice black woman in your life. Like
she bringing up some healthy plates too, Phil. Some healthy plates, brother.
Right, and dressing right. I feel like his haircuts have been better than they've ever been. He's out here looking his best, man. Good for him.
I would be too. My girl just opened up a Popeyes. Like, nobody could talk to me. Nobody could tell me anything at this point.
Yeah, nah. I would be at home like homeboy in that TikTok video that they kept playing in the commercial. I got Popeyes. Yeah, shout out to Clay, man.
Shout out to Clay, living his best amazing life. Like, I wouldn't care about nothing. Y'all talking some basketball? I don't care about basketball. I'm at home. At home. I'm not going out. I don't care about nothing.
Yeah, man. Hoops are in full effect. Bulls are not losing anymore because for a second I was like, what's happening here? Losing a lot of games. Back to some winning. I didn't appreciate that guy from Milwaukee coming on our court and dunking on our court at the end of the game and then acting like, what? It's just a leadership exercise. Nah, get it up out of here, dog. Like that's corny and you know it's corny. Like I hate when people do corny shit and then will act like, man, what y'all even mad about? Like, dog, you know why this is corny, dog. Cut it out.
Like it's a well-known thing, and he's like, "What? Who, me? What did I do?" Like you know what you did.
Yeah, people don't know.
He pulled up with the shoulder check immediately too. Like, hey, what's up? What you doing out here?
If people don't know what I'm talking about, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can't think of Giannis without thinking of that clip of Tony Khan. But Giannis Antetokounmpo did like this wild windmill dunk on the Bulls. After the game was already over. They were already up 10 points. Game was over. Dunks, and then like immediately
real dunk.
Yeah, immediately the Bulls players were upset and people were like, well, what are they even upset about? They weren't playing defense. The game was over. It's like, all right, dog. Like don't do that, dog. Like, come on now. You don't go on nobody else's court and do that and dunk like that. You've already won the game. That's goofy, dog. Don't do that.
And Giannis has done this before, Phil. Like he's kind of known for doing this. Like it's not the time dunks, you know?
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Absolutely. And I mean, look, if you know what you're doing and you're just trying to be funny, then do that. But him trying to come afterwards, like, well, look, man, look, I'm just trying to, build leadership here. And it's like, all right. Vucevic was very funny afterwards. He was like, yeah, I think he was upset because he heard the news that the Bulls weren't interested in him in trade offers. So that's why he did that. I was like, maybe he's been petty. But, it's up for most of these Midwest cities with Chicago,
Absolutely.
Milwaukee, Detroit. No.
It's just a long-standing rivalry. In all sports, it's not just basketball. It's just across everything.
Yeah. And listen, man, I'm sure people that are not Bulls fans probably thought it was really funny. And look, I get that. But at the time, I was like, nah, don't do that. Don't come on our court and do that, dog. Because like, best believe if somebody came on Milwaukee's court and did that, Milwaukee would have been mad.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Because I did have a good laugh because the Bulls players are immediately like, what's up, dog? It's up. Like, it's disrespect.
Yeah, they should have been. And they should have been like that because it's disrespect. You don't do that.
I love Giannis being like, what? Who, me?
Yeah.
And you can't do something wild and then act like, what? Nah, if it's going to be hands, it's going to be hands, so get ready.
Yeah, then he then he shared like the picture of it online, and he was
He
just
did.
like, and then he was like getting his little captions off. I was like, yeah, dog, this is corny. You know it's corny, dog. Come on.
That's when I knew it was what was going on, because like I had seen it was like 3 hours later he had posted online. I'm like, nah, he not even letting it soak in. Like he already like, yeah, look at this. I posted these guys. Make a trading card out of this.
Yeah, come on, dog. Cut it out. Cut it out, dog. But yeah, send us in your super chats. That is the best way to get your chats read on this podcast. You can also send us a humper chat, humperchats.com/fightful.
On the air with your boys. Send us a super, send us a humper chat. We always appreciate everything. We always appreciate you guys. I'm gonna read a couple of those and we're gonna move forward. The homie Grapple Geekery says, hate I missed Monday's review live, but World's End ruled. The Mox matches were great. It was a turning point for me and the Death Riders. Mixed Nuts was the most fun match of the night too. Wild times. Grapple Geekery. Wow, we've had contentious battles over multiple podcasts about your hatred for the Death Riders. But I mean, after a performance like that, Phil, like how could you hate Mox after what he did?
Nah, man. Yeah, if you have not seen it, our World's End review is up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Grapsody. If you're not subscribed, why aren't you subscribed? You should be subscribed.
What?
But yeah, we have our review for World's End up. We're gonna continue to do more live reviews right after the pay-per-view. Well, at least the Monday after most of the time. So maybe not right after, but you know what I mean. Close proximity. But yeah, we talked about it on there. Moxley, I thought, was MVP of that pay-per-view. Put on a great performance against Kyle Fletcher. Went on to win the Continental Championship. And then the Mixed Nuts match also was a lot of fun. Really great night for the Death Riders. Continued to show why they're an asset to this company.
I mean, it shows how fun the Mixed Nut match was, because they kind of ran it back almost immediately on Dynamite to be like, let's do that again. Such a great time. I mean, Tony Storm and Orange and their chemistry and the roles that the Death Riders played doing their little corner, everybody hits a move and gets out of the way, and Marina and Roddy stuff. Like, there's a lot of fun stuff attached to that.
Yeah, I thought the Mixed Nuts match was a lot of fun. Tony Storm continues to be one of the most entertaining characters on television at the moment. I was dying laughing at her this week when she walked up out of nowhere and there was like, "So, Citrus Boy, like your dance moves. I like the cut of your jip."
And then took a bite of that big ass orange. I'm like, what is she's such a character, man.
I was wondering, because they did the stuff with Orange Cassidy at the pay-per-view, and I was like, oh, she used to bring the orange down and Luther, or have like the orange in her trunks, or Luther would hand her an orange. So I was like, oh, continuity.
That's right. Wow. It took years to pay that one off, huh, Phil?
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Grapple Geekery for being on this side finally. The D Riders, we are finally up, I think, 1,000%. Now, I don't know what's going on. There's some mixed, confused feelings what went on the show, because Mox is playing both sides. The Death Riders are still waiting it out. So I don't know where we're standing right now.
Yeah, look, man, they're up. No more of this belt in a bag thing. Marina is still carrying the belt around for Mox, but she's carrying it around kind of proudly. Very different from this world title ring.
I didn't forgot about the belt and I forgot, like, I've scrubbed that from my mind, Phil. I was like, that never happened. What are you talking about? It's only been great times and great memories since then. Appreciate you, Graphic Geekery. The homie Van Twinblade says, I love Mox barely has to change between being face and being heel, because the character is always, I will drag you kicking and screaming into a serious wrestler. Fantastic work.
Yeah. I think people want to like Mox regardless, because he's been
That's a big part of it.
He's been so instrumental to AEW's success. He's been really the ace of this company. And I talked about it during the review. He's got a lot of big moments in Chicago post WWE. 2 of his AEW World Title wins were in Chicago. His IWGP World Title win was in Chicago. I had forgotten about it, but he also won the International Championship in Chicago against Orange Cassidy. And now he won a Continental Classic in Chicago. Chicago is kind of his city at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why Chicago loves him so much, but I mean, so many moments like that, it makes sense. Yeah, Phil, they had to create crazy moments to get people to boo Mox. Like they had to do the belt in the bag thing. They had to like put so much heat on them because nobody really wants to boo this guy. I mean, his whole AEW run has been like he's kind of one of the guys. He's the guy that we want to get behind. He's always like, fuck you, let's get into this. Like, who could really hate a guy like that?
Yeah. No, Mikey V. Mikey V is asking, did he squash Punk in Chicago? That was in Ohio.
Forgot about that. Damn, dog. See, them Punk moments, Phil, we always kind of go back to it, but there were so many amazing moments, man.
Yeah, because he squashed him in Ohio, and then we got the episode of Dynamite in Chicago, and that's where he cut the "We Are Chicago" promo. Probably one of his best promos he's cut since he's returned. So yeah,
what a time! What a time! Appreciate that, Van Twinblade. Grapple Geekery also says, still love Callis family, if not the end of Okada versus Takeshita. Thank God Kyle's okay after that gnarly landing. Also, Dunkzilla showed out too.
Yeah, man. I thought Mark was great in the pre-show match he was in. Hopefully we see more of him. I'm not sure where I stand on that. I don't know if I would say we should get these guys back in a tag team, but I do want to see more of him.
Yeah, I watched one of his matches on Ring of Honor this week, and I was like, dog, Mark Davis is my tweet that I tweeted about him and Brody King. I'm like, get this guy in the ring with Brody King because they're about to do some crazy stuff. Yeah, Kyle Fletcher, we also talked about on our review, like also an MVP of this tournament. Every one of his matches seemed important.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of his matches hit super hard. Like the way that he was on offense and defense throughout the whole tournament was like, this kid gets it. He's ready. Give him the world.
Yeah, he was great. I do think he eventually will win a Continental Classic. It feels like they're planting all the seeds for it. Mm-hmm. So can't wait for that. Planting seeds for other things as well coming out of this tournament. We didn't talk about it really at all during our review. But the unified belt doesn't exist anymore. What a very strange and convoluted concept for a belt. The belts were unified, but they're not unified. They're unified except for when the tournament is happening, and then when the tournament is happening, they're somehow ununified, and the Continental Championship is a thing again. And so because Okada lost in the finals, the unified title currently does not exist. I'm not sure if we'll ever see it again. Which is very strange with the way that it was presented initially. It was presented as like a 1B and a 1A situation with the world title. It was it wasn't considered like a mid-card belt. And yeah, now it's not a thing anymore.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Philip Lindsey. I don't understand none of it. Don't get it. I can't. The whole time, even when Okada was the champion, I was like, I don't really understand why this belt means this, why this means this. Now it's like, okay, none of it really even matters or existed now that Mox is a champ. So is Okada still a champion? He's
still the international champion.
He's still the international.
Mm-hmm.
So many confusing twists and turns. But if we're just going forward as like Mox is doing these challenges, he's still wrestling like he is. You got to keep the Death Riders out of it. And Okada's defending the international championship. I'm not mad at it, but it was a crazy road to get here.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that belt. So if Okada wins another belt, like let's say he wins like the TNT title or something, is he gonna bring back the unified belt, or is it only with the Continental belt? Yeah. What a weird time, and it was never really explained well. I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
And I love AEW. I'm an AEW diehard. I was always like, explain this to me, you guys. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I don't think it would be necessarily missed, but it does kind of feel like they just really did it for the Kenny Omega match.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a great idea to establish a belt just for one match and for one big matchup, but we're here now. Unified championship. We hardly knew you. Maybe one day we'll see you again. I don't know.
It's so hard to say goodbye. Unified championship in black and white to yesterday. Maybe we'll see it again, Phil. I don't know. Like you said, he'll win the TNT championship, and he's like, look, I'm unified again. We're back up. Maybe he'll win a tag belt with somebody. I don't know.
Yeah. And nobody's really talked about it. It's funny. When I was sitting in the scrum at the end, I kept expecting, I was like, is anybody going to ask about this belt that is kind of like not existent anymore? Anybody got a question about that? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, and hasn't been talked about on TV since then. Nothing. We've just moved on.
Maybe tonight on Collision they'll explain it. They probably won't explain it on Collision. Like you thought they would explain it during the Mox match that happened on Wednesday. I thought the funniest thing that we didn't really also talk about on the review is last week on this pod, we were just like, there's no way that Okada and Takeshita could lose matches in the same night going into Wrestle Kingdom, and they both did, Phil.
Well, my reasoning as to why I thought Okada wasn't going to lose is because I thought we weren't done with the Unified Championship. I thought that he was probably going to win, and the lineage of the belt was going to continue. And so when he lost, I was like, oh, so that's really just going away. That was really just a last year thing. We're leaving that in 2025, I guess.
What are you talking about, lineage? We don't need that. We got the big match. That's it. We move forward. Who cares about stories? But AEW cares about continuing stories like this. That's kind of the funniest part about this. Like, how are they going to get out of this?
Mikey V says they should unite the national and international belt into the international championship. Bro, if they did that and just put like a big N in the middle, that would be hilarious.
See, now we're talking, Mikey B. You get it. You understand. Now Ricochet has to lose his belt. That's unfortunate. I'm not ready for that. Oh, very confusing. Still confused after it being broke down. Maybe they'll have a little YouTube video or infographic or something really breaking this down because I don't get it. Appreciate that.
It's probably going to be one of those like YouTube videos from like one of these YouTube channels. Like, hey, remember the Unified Championship? Whatever happened to that?
And then that's how you get Tony's attention. You tweet that video, then he's like, actually, this is the lineage, and he'll break it down. Eventually, he'll break it down. The homie Tenruza says, lads, I'm not ready for tomorrow. Hashtag go ace. Hashtag Tana-san. I don't even like it hasn't set in, honestly. I know this is going to be crazy emotional in that arena and what goes on. We're going to get into it here in a little bit.
Yeah, still very surreal that we're here. Tanahashi's last matches in 24 hours. Yeah, I'm still processing it, man. What a great farewell tour, though. I think he's had a great run this year of matches, and I was lucky enough to see him wrestle in person one last time.
Mm-hmm. They did it. They showed how to do a retirement run, how to end it. Like, this is a cherry on top, essentially, this last match, because I think the way that he put over so many young New Japan talent and was thinking about the future throughout his retirement run was amazing.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Tenruza. We're going to get into it. Grapple Geekery also says, also Willow's win was awesome. The fall of Monet has been proving to be epic. I can't wait to see her descend into madness as it continues. Sorry, Reg. I mean, it's been so much great wrestling attached to it. I can't really be sad. Like, even this moment here was like unexpected, but like it's Willow attached to it. So it's like, can't be mad one bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into it in a sec. But yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised that people are like, oh, well, she's losing now. And I've seen some people go, well, why is she losing so much? Is she going back to WWE? And it's like, did you guys, how many belt collector gimmicks have you guys seen? Did you not think she was going to start losing the belts? Like, and did you think she was just going to start vacating them? She wasn't going to eventually lose? I don't know.
What happened? How did we go from there to there so fast?
Because people want her back in WWE, even though some people are acting like they hate her now. But B, yeah, when people start losing somewhere, it's like, oh, well, why are they burying her? It's like, no, they're not burying her. It's yeah.
She wins and she's winning too much. She loses, then she's getting buried. I don't really. There's a lot of angles we could go with these places, and like the wins have been like Phil's described the last couple of weeks is like all people that have kind of lost to her and came back and regrouped. And then those people are all great too. It's like Alex Windsor and Willow, and it's like it's big wins for these people too. So like I don't really understand how that could be a topic at all.
Yeah, we'll get into some Dynamite talk in a few, but yeah, some of the takes I saw about Mercedes losing were interesting.
Appreciate that, Grapple Geekery. Nitro Dust says, I see a pimp named Slickback debuted on SmackDown last night. What's the odds on when they strap the belts on this latter day Godfather? What happened?
I beg your pardon?
What's going on?
I did not see this. Nitro. Catch me up on this. I didn't watch SmackDown last night, guys. I wasn't at home, so I did not see it. But I did see Trick debut. Good for him. Oh, and maybe he's saying that because Trick came out with like his big white fur coat. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. He's making a joke about Trick. Hey man, good for Trick, man. The chant seemed like it's over. Trick Willie's outside. Good for him. It seems like Jordan is moving up as well to SmackDown. I think SmackDown kind of needs her, and I never really understood why she stayed on NXT so long. She doesn't really need it. She's been wrestling on TV for TNA for the longest, and the fans already know her. She's been in the Royal Rumble. I get having her down there for a few matches here and there, but she doesn't really need an extended run on NXT.
Yeah, I was confused as to why she was still down there when I would check in on NXT. I'm like, no, this is a main roster wrestler pretty immediately. Like seeing her debut on there was like, yeah, finally she should be there. Trick is expected to be up there. Is officially up there now. That's dope. He's gonna have a match with Phoenix next week. That's some exciting stuff. I think I keep thinking about what we've been talking about, Phil, with the NXT men's division and what's about to happen when all these guys are called up. But I think they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be Tony D time soon.
I feel like he might get called up too soon. He's been down there kind of for a while.
Yeah.
Who knows? But shout out to those people. I think Trick and Jordan are going to kill it. Oba. We'll see, Phil. Again, we'll see. The homie Tenruza says, a watch along for Wrestle Kingdom on Grapsody, please, guys. When's it start? What time is it?
It's early, man. Early in the morning, man. It's I don't know. I don't know
it's
about
tonight,
watch
right?
along. Yeah, it's in the morning.
I'm sure it starts at a dumb time in Chicago.
Yeah. Isn't it? Well, here. I can check this. Isn't it? I think it's at 10:30 your time.
10:30. That's not
I think it's
bad.
earlier. I think it's earlier this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's better. It usually starts, I think it usually starts at like 11. So not, 30 minutes earlier, I guess, maybe here.
Yeah, it's at 11 p.m. your time. It's at midnight Mountain Time. It's at 1 a.m. My time, Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern.
You're going to watch live?
Yeah.
See?
Tenruza. So I'll be up.
I'll probably be up, but who want to be talking at 1 o'clock in the morning? That sounds crazy.
I mean, look, if you guys want us to review it Monday, we can do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Talking to Fool getting slammed at 2:30 a.m. just like
that's what I mean, yeah. I think if I was in the mood to do it, yeah. If I had already planned to do it, I probably would be like, yeah, let's do this. But yeah, I'll be up watching it live anyway. But yeah, we'll probably review it on Monday.
Maybe Phil will click his on. He'll do a solo stream of himself. No response. Phil's internet cut out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Appreciate that, Tenruza. The homie Deontay Soigné says, my New Year has been great as MJF belt is ugly. Amazing New Year's Eve party, strawberry schnapps, and lemon pepper wings. Willow made my night even better as new TBS champ and OC Mina existing. All love, y'all.
Man, that's a lot going on, man. Shout out to you, Deontay. I don't know, man. The older and older I get, them sugary drinks, they're not really for me, man. It's just, I don't know, man.
I cannot at this point, Phil. My body's like, stop it, get this out of me. I drink my liquor straight or some beer. Like I just can't. When I was younger, like that was everything. Like, give me some sugar. Let me throw it all up later in the night. I don't know why I didn't figure out that the things were connected, but now I know that the things are connected and life moves much easier. Rarely wake up with a hangover at this point, drinking like an adult.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. Like, of course, drinking dehydrates you. And then, of course, sugar is also hydrating you. And so it's like, of course, you get drunker faster drinking sweet drinks. I don't think people realize that. But yeah, no, you gotta be careful with them sweet drinks, man. Especially eating too. I don't know. Maybe this is just me being old. I'm sorry.
Where are the Tums? Don't hide the Tums. Make sure everything is fine. Appreciate you, Deontay. Hope you're having a happy new year. My homie, sounds like you are. Tenruza says Suji out here in the streets against AEW. It's on.
Look, man, people being upset at that Suji quote was funny to me because I'm like, no, I've been waiting for it. I think personally,
yes,
the AEW New Japan partnership on TV, at least kayfabe wise, should be adversarial. I think that's really what's been missing from the cross promotional shows. I think that's going to add something to Forbidden Door because now you have like heat to add to some of these matches, and it's not just like, oh, here's some cross promotional shows with some potential dream matches. It's only so long you can keep doing that.
Exactly. It was starting to we were starting to get past most of the dream matches that we wanted. Now it's just got to be about heat. We need somebody to come out and be like, "No, I don't like it. I don't like how we're represented over here. I don't like them being over here in our locker rooms. I don't like them fools." It's all about New Japan. You got to have guys that are all about New Japan. And the funny thing about this, Phil, is like Gabe Kidd was that guy for a little bit. He was on
he's
that.
Been doing that.
Forget you. This New Japan, it's up for them. But now he's kind of like on AEW. So I like Suchi coming in being like, nah, guess up. Like it's New Japan. I'm representing for this. I'm trying to be world champion over here. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting at this point for Gabe to pull up in his Death Jitsu shirt, and he's just like he's clicked up.
It's lit for him. He's coming out the back, walking slowly and stuff. I'm like, look, I see what's going on here, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, crawling along on the ground like he was doing in the during the entrance at Double or Nothing. Yeah, shout out to Gabe. I thought his match with Darby was really good.
Yeah, me too. A tremendous shape. That guy is like ready for it all. But yeah, Phil, people trying to figure out if it's real or fake or shoot or blah blah blah.
Does it matter?
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Listen, if it's just kayfabe, I think it's great. If it's shoot, guess what? I also think it's great because you should be like, nah, my company is the best in the world. I work here and I want things that benefit my company. You should feel that way.
Absolutely. Who cares? It probably is real. Like I'm like, it's not like and it's not even like he was like AEW sucks. Everybody there is the worst. You guys are dumb. He's like, no, New Japan is up. This is where it's at, and that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Tenruza. Deontay also says, amazing Moxley promo, title win. Stardom Dream Queendom was fun. Wrestle Kingdom tonight for the Ace versus Okada and Takeshita versus Suji.
Yeah, Mox, I thought, cut a great promo after he won the Continental Classic. I think it added to the Continental Classic win. I think it's one of those things that's going to add to the prestige of the Continental Classic moving forward. And then he cut another great promo on Wednesday night. Go figure. This guy's a very good talker, and he continues to do that very well.
The World's End promo felt like an off-air promo. That's probably like the most real John Moxley promo you'd ever get. Like, I'm kind of stripped away. This isn't character talk. This is a real man saying, I was a part of something special, and I was so excited to be a part of something special. And what we did and what we're going to do is this. And like, you just don't get wrestling like that sometimes. But it also still had so much character a part of it. And they're telling a story and all this. Like, I don't like wrestling promos I was thinking about them a lot, Phil, because I was doing a little indie wrestling best of 2025, and it took me way too long to think of the best indie wrestling promo because there's not a lot of great guys, and like it's an unfortunate thing. And then you see Moxley do something like that, and you're like, that felt like effortless and easy, and like he didn't think about this for 500 hours. And it's like, if you're good at promos, you're good at promos, and Mox really shows that.
It's fresh in my mind because it was one of the last shows I watched in 2025. If you guys have not seen Billy Dixon's promo from that last Ashe show, it is incredible. Guy cut the promo of his life.
Billy Dixon has some incredible promos. Darius Carter also had some incredible promos. I ended up going with Charles Mason for promos. If you guys haven't seen Charles Mason, what he puts behind doing a promo, the videos, everything that goes behind it, it's a lot going on there. Some interesting characters. Also, shout out to my homie Darian Bingston, who has some incredible promos too, and you guys should check him out because he's incredible. I appreciate that, Deontay. Tenruz also says, do we ever get rid of the TNT TBS for the Unified?
Doubt it.
Yeah.
TNT seems pretty locked in on this face of TNT thing. So I think the TNT title is going to continue to be a thing. It seems like corporate synergy. So I don't see them getting rid of it.
Can't defeat corporate synergy, Phil. That's number one. Yeah. Like the higher ups, those are probably the wing championships for them. They're like, we don't care about the AEW World Championship. We care about the TBS and TNT Championship because they represent us.
Yeah. And, you know, I love full circle stuff like what we currently have with Mark Briscoe. If we didn't have the TNT title, we wouldn't have such a great moment like the story of TNT and, you know, the people behind the station not wanting him on TV. And now he's the face of TNT as a TNT champion.
Interesting, crazy moments. That the thing that they always tweet immediately after the champion wins, and like Mark Briscoe wasn't, you know, there was a time when they didn't want this to happen, and now that's happening. So that means a lot. And then like what we're gonna get into with Willow, like you can't get this kind of full circle crazy Mercedes moments without a championship like the TBS championship.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Tenusa. Mike M says, unified title aside, why do you think Okada versus Omega at All In was practically forgotten immediately after it happened? AEW barely even brings it up.
I'm assuming it's because of Kenny's health and he hasn't been able to consistently have singles matches. That's my guess. We did get a very interesting Kenny Omega vignette this week. Well, backstage segment, whatever you want to call it. Seems like he is gunning for the world title again. And I think this is the perfect time for him to do it. You've got a straightforward heel and Max with the championship. I think this is perfect. I've been wanting him to be back in the world title picture since he came back. So I'm all here for it. It is a bit strange that they moved on so fast from the Okada match, but that just tells me if Kenny does end up world champion again this year, we'll probably revisit that match.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because he's been locked in a lot of like elite stuff, 6-man tag stuff, not a lot of single stuff to kind of put that over of this monumental match that we watched. Like, I guess just in general, you would think they'd be like, hey, remember this monumental match that we got this year? And it didn't really, those weren't really the vibes. But yeah, super exciting to see Kenny Omega immediately being like, MJF is up. I'm trying to get that championship. Is back over here because a lot of us been wanting that for a long time, especially immediately after the Continental Classic and wanting Kenny Omega to kind of be in the mix. This gets him into the mix. I don't know how I feel about Bandito being kind of lost away in what went on Wednesday. Like there were moments where he came back and was like, I'm going to beat you. But like there was a lot of like Omega and Swerve and Hangman being like, we're going to get that championship from you, Max. And like Bandito should be a little bit in the mix too, I thought.
Yeah, I don't think it helps that the outcome already feels pretty predictable that Bandito is going to lose. And I think
Right.
that was already the case anyway, because he's ROH champion. And I didn't believe he was going to be a double champion anyway. But now it's even cement again. Like, yeah, Bandito's probably not winning this match.
And then they announced the match with Max and Alec Price and Limitless Wrestling. So, I mean, the match is going to be fire. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's going to be Bandito getting a world championship, but that's going to maybe take away a little bit from the near falls and things going on if we already have a predictable winner.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Mike. The homie Vin Forte chimes in saying, everyone asking what the Waffle House order is. Well, I want to know what your bodega order is, which sandwich, which snack, and which drink. This is an Ask Grapsody question, but I like this, man.
I mean, yeah, you can't beat a good bacon, egg, and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they be saying it too fast, man. They be saying everything together, bacon, egg, and cheese. And then they trying to yell like the condiments and stuff at you. I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah.
See, I live in California, so we don't have bodega bacon, egg, and cheese style things on too many corners. It's mostly going to be, especially the area that I'm in, a lot of Asian stores and things. So I'm probably going to be getting the banh mi, if anything, because there's a lot of great ones around this area. Snack, probably, it depends on how stoned I am, I guess. Because, you know, could be chips, could be I don't know, chips if I'm eating a sandwich. And then which drink? It also depends on how stoned I am. It could be water, depending on the proximity, or fruit punch because I'm black, you know?
That's what it's a Tahitian treat. That's what it is.
I'm saying, dog, I see one of them. It's us. I'm grabbing it. Shout out to Tahitian treat with the 99-cent one. Don't be trying to up the price of it. They be talking crazy. It's so funny because people are like, it's illegal for them to sell Arizonas for more than they're priced on the can. I'm like, go to one of these corner stores. They'll be charging like $2.50 for an Arizona. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but the price is on the can.
So they're like, all right, yeah, okay, get this or not. And it's always a front. These stores in Oakland, like you can't tell on them because it's a lot going on. You might die.
Yeah, I think about that commercial from Atlanta a lot. The price is on the can.
Shout out to Arizona and the stores that do still do that. Appreciate that, Ben. Ben Simpner says, are you guys going to do anything to celebrate the #2 promotion debuting on AMC? I am so excited. Been a member for 26 months. That's awesome.
When is the exact premiere for TNA on AMC?
Is it the 14th of this month? I could be making that up. But yeah, TNA is ready to debut on AMC. Maybe that'll be one of our Monday reviews of the TNA show. What day is it? Is it still on Thursdays?
It's on Thursday. Thursday, January 15th is the debut.
15th. Oh, wow. Important day. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday day. Like, is that on purpose, you think, Phil?
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
They're not going to give it up to the king to start the show like Vince used to always do?
Bro. If people cut on AMC and that's what it is, it's like Steve Macklin and like Santana and all of those guys like outside of the Martin Luther King monument, and that's how you start the episode, that would be crazy.
I love how you brought up Steve Macklin first.
No, just all of these guys like Frankie Kazarian, like holding the belt over his shoulder. They're all like sitting there solemnly looking up at the Martin Luther King monument. That would be hilarious, bro.
It's the funniest thing I ever heard, so they should definitely do it on this day. It's that same guy. Rest in peace to that guy that used to do the TNA voiceovers. If they could bring that guy's voice back, they probably could use AI to do it. It's like, on this day, Martin Luther King.
Frankie Kazarian is very funny, by the way. All his tweets where he's like, he's just like in random places holding his belt. Like on New Year's Eve, he was standing in front of his tree and he had like the New Year's paper hat and everything on. Like, yep, still your champion. Suck it. Like, all right, cool.
That in front of the tree picture got me good, dog. I was on the
Hilarious,
floor laughing. Got his wife to take the picture. Steve Macklin, that you brought up, also being funny this week, being like, if it had happened with CM Punk, guess who would have been having a match with them? I'm like, why is this news?
I don't know, man. Yeah.
If Phil, guess who would have been in the ring with them? I'm like,
I guess it's a big if, big dog, but I feel you.
Like he would have went to TNA. Like nobody believed that for 1 second. My homie Mac.
Yeah, you want me to believe the succession of events would have been what is CM Punk doing in the Impact Zone, and then next thing you know, Macklin's music is gonna play, and that's gonna be his first opponent. I don't know if I believe
it. That's what you're selling us on, Steve Macklin. That he was gonna come to the Impact Zone, and then you were gonna confront him. Oh, it's a hard sell. That's a hard sell, man. But yeah, you probably would have been in there. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna check it out though, Ben. I'm gonna watch the first episode of TNA with an open mind and maybe see Chris Jericho debut, Phil.
Yeah,
he's in the best shape of his life, they say.
Are you currently watching the internet sightings happening with this?
I am.
They're getting ready. They're priming themselves. I'm already seeing people getting ready. I'm already seeing people like, oh man, that's gonna be a game changer if he comes back to WWE. Oh, you're not ready to pop off if he comes back over here. Like I'm like, I'll see. Yeah, y'all are all right. You know, man, it's
changer, Phil.
You know, I sometimes wonder what happened to Shane, but it's all right. It don't matter. These things don't matter.
I don't know him. Who is he?
These things don't matter. We're really trying to hype up a Jericho run in WWE in 2025. Sorry, in 2026. That's what we're doing. All right.
They don't remember them learning tree segments, Phil. They don't.
They didn't watch that. They didn't watch it. They didn't watch it. It's all right. It's just a name. They know Chris Jericho. He's gonna come in and do the bits, break the walls down. You're on the list, whatever else. And
essentially,
Ayatollah, Rockarola, whatever.
He gets to start from scratch, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll probably gonna get his Hall of Fame induction soon if he goes back over there. So yeah. But yeah, I'm already seeing it. The switch up is happening.
AEW disses from him, yes or no?
Absolutely. I definitely think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be something tongue in cheek. It might not be something like completely obvious, but yeah, absolutely.
I saw it a couple of weeks ago. I saw the USA Network tweet out a Chris Jericho picture. I'm like, damn, you guys are out loud about it. Like it isn't even.
I'm telling you, man, it's in motion. They about to act like none of that happened. I thought it was nasty how some of these people switched up from, oh, we hate CM Punk to we love CM Punk. Like it's interesting. And when he debuted back over there were people trying to jump on me like, oh, you hate Punk now? And I was like, I switched up? No, kids. I'm not the one that switched up. I saw who switched up. It wasn't me.
Yeah. A lot of people immediate too, Phil. He didn't even need to do the apology in Saudi for them to be like, we're good. We're down. He's great. We are so happy to have him back. And like, it's going to be exactly the same with Chris Jericho. I'm already seeing it. The articles are already being written. Phil.
Happening, bro. I'm seeing the tweets. I'm seeing it's happening. Yeah.
That pop is going to be huge at the Royal Rumble.
In Riyadh?
Oh my God. It's next week, right? Like it's coming up so fast. I saw something that
were
like
at the end of January, I think.
Oh, it's at the end of. I was like, I thought it was coming up. Like, what tweet did I see? Yeah, Chris Jericho. Oh, because the next week thing is the Raw thing that's supposed to be a big deal. That's what I'm thinking of. Strange.
Yeah. We've got the big title match on Monday. Braun Breaker versus CM Punk. The Royal Rumble, I think, is on either the 30th or the 31st.
Gotcha. End of the month.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Good to see you, Chris Jericho. I guess we'll get into his AEW run when it officially happens, but I have thoughts.
I'm definitely gonna be like, so guys, can we be honest now? Is this a place for honesty now?
I'm just waiting for the time and the moment, Phil. Like, I don't know. Do we have to dedicate a whole podcast to that? I don't know.
Listen, I was consistent, but I saw a lot of people that I saw a lot of people bending over backwards to tell me how much they like this stuff, and I was like, you sure? Okay.
I'd like try to think of the stuff that I like really loved in his run, and like few and far between, brother. Like,
look, there was some stuff I really liked, but there was also a lot of stuff that was just clearly not for me. Very interesting enough. Our guy Brian Keefe, he is officially the bounty hunter again. No more bad apple. We've officially moved on from that, which kind of makes me feel like, what was the point of any of it? But
everybody kept telling me it's a good look.
It's helping him.
Look. It's helping. This will be it. And I'm like,
yeah, we can be honest. I think Brian is worse off. I think now he's got to build himself back up now, and yeah.
Essentially, Brian Keith is starting from scratch, and I think he had way more going on for him coming into AEW, and like that's not a bad thing. I think he's getting back to it. He's been back on the indies. He's like reestablishing who he is. What about Sammy Guevara? What do you think? Is Chris Jericho better for him or worse for him? Like, because he's the most extreme case, I'd say.
I think initially, if they had just ended it definitively, it could have. But because they kept putting him back with him over the long run, it didn't do what it was supposed to for Sammy. And I think he's the only pillar that's not on the main show. He's on Ring of Honor. And I think that kind of tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Like, he's the only one that's not in the mix. He's in the Ring of Honor mix, but like Jack and Darby and Max is the fucking champion. Like, these guys are in the mix, and he's not anywhere close to those guys.
Boy, I was sitting watching that Ricochet match this week. I was like, yeah, we don't need to see Jack do no more of them rest holds. We don't need to see any more of heel scapegoat Jack, man. We're back. He's getting back in his bag.
Keep the bits, man, brother. This is it. Keep them.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Dog, when he flipped over Ricochet and hit that German, I'm like, look, keep the bits. I don't care about you and the big truck and the knives and all that. Just do this. You power from behind as the baby face. Like, come on, dog. Like, you can't get better than this.
Nah, he's still coming. He's still coming out with the knives, man. He still keep one a knife on him, apparently.
Listen, I'm not mad at him. He got to this. I saw the video of backstage at All in London.
Listen, we got sleepers. No, man. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Oh my goodness gracious. The homie Tenrusa says Naito was a rough watch. Hiromu is the greatest. Yeah, people are talking pretty not that great about this Noah show that happened the other day. I didn't see it in full, but Naito, man, he's our guy still, Phil, no matter what, right?
Yeah, man, he still feels like a big star. That entrance they showed, I haven't seen the Noah show, but I did see his entrance. But yeah, he still looks a little rough for wear. Currently tag champs. I think he and Bushi won the tag championship, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, Chad? I didn't watch the show.
That's where you would want to be for a guy like him in a tag team, because the singles matches isn't gonna do too much at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you did not see, Naito did make his big debut on the Noah show, and I believe they won the tag titles.
That's still kind of crazy to see, like, Naito not in New Japan. In Noah is like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm still not sure what to make of it.
I appreciate that, Tenrusa. And then Ben also says WWE needs to land out Cody for the AMC debut. Not the craziest thing I've ever heard, honestly. Like I expect to see some crossover. I don't know if it'll be Cody though.
You think they're gonna have like Cody, like walking down the steps in like an empty venue, and like he's cutting a promo about like, listen, when you finally find a home, it does something special for you, and then he sits down, kind of like those AMC commercials that air before the movies, and he's just like AMC, where TNA is home.
No, the only issue I have with that is that sounded way more like something Triple H would say. I'm like, damn, this is a Triple H promo, I think.
That's very different. But yeah, I can see Cody doing that.
Now, they should lend the homie Cody. I expect to see some crossover since they're saying this partnership is going to continue and everything's great and everything's fine. Should see something. I don't know about Cody, though, but I appreciate that, Ben.
Yeah, no, and I can guarantee you that guy, Credit Boy, we will never see him do anything on TNA television. I doubt that will ever happen.
Could you imagine? I figured if he was, he would have already.
Yeah, TNA Zone. Oh, you ready? Can't see that ever happening.
I cannot see it. I can't picture it. I don't know. I don't think I could ever see. Like, I feel like he's somewhere every time they tap TNA talent or something, he's like smugly laughing in the back for some reason. Like, I don't feel like it feels like a real thing for him, but that could just be me.
Yeah, I feel like if we ever hear Bow Down to the King played in the Impact Zone, that's gonna be like the end of Begonia, where everybody, that's it. That's the season finale of the series finale of Planet Earth. Everybody's just gonna check out. That's it.
I understand that reference. I watched that weird ass movie and I'm still confused.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. The ending is very weird.
The ending is like, wait, what? Did I click on a different movie? What's going on here?
Yeah, very good movie. But yeah, ending, yeah.
That ending. Whew. Take twists and turns. That Emma Stone, she really likes those weirdo movies these days.
Yeah. She was great in it. I really like the subject matter of the movie in general, of just because that's happening so much right now, where you have a lot of people that are looking to place blame on someone for why things are not going right for them. And it's just might be this person I see on TV all the time. Like, it's them.
It's that person.
They're ruining my life.
And I've been reading these articles online over here, and they agree with me, and it's like, oh yeah, this is too real.
Very much. Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, definitely check out Begonia if you got time. Ben also says Cody #MLK. I don't subscribe. He could do the speech for sure, though. People think, at least. And then Grapple Geekery says, I love the Inner Circle, but when it drug Proud and Powerful down, I turned it on. Then the Jericho Appreciation Society sunk it, everyone in it. Tay, Anna, Daniel Garcia, then the Learning Tree drug down Brian and Bill. It sucked. Yeah, there's too many of those for me to be like success, because like look at that like Grapple Geekery just named a who's who of really great talented wrestlers that got lost away for a little bit.
Yeah, I think the overarching theme with all of that stuff is a lot of it just went on too long. Like the stuff with Garcia in particular, they had something really good going there with the stuff between the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Blackpool Combat Club. And I think if it had reached its logical conclusion with Daniel turning on them and moving on, and maybe not even joining Blackpool Combat Club, but just stepping out on his own as a babyface, it would have worked. But like having him go side with Brian and then end up going back to Jericho Appreciation Society, and then it just kept going and going. Yeah, it was just too much stuff like that where it just went on too long.
Way many, I'm gone, I'm out, but Jericho tricked me, I'm back. Like that it never worked. Appreciate that guy, Grapple Geekery, who also says the Jericho Vortex ruined Sammy over and over too. Yeah, Sammy just kept getting trapped, and every time he would get out, it'd be like, psych, come right back, brother.
Yeah, I remember. Some of the tweets about the Jericho Vortex are funny because I was like, yeah, seems like the Jericho Vortex is very real, and certain people would get very upset, like, well, how is it not helping this person? I'm just like, look again. I look forward to people now being able to be honest with themselves because they just could not do it before.
People be honest with themselves. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's a feat.
yeah.
Appreciate that, Grapple Geekery. That's all of our super chats for now. Y'all are dope.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. We got some humper chats here from regular humper chatter, Tony P. He says, "Happy New Year, family. The New Year starts off good with some wonderful acts of pettiness. Sadly, Drew had to get runner up as petty as he was, and how much I loved it. Petty of the week goes to Martha Root, who." Who is that, you ask? It's she's a German hacker. I'm not up on Martha, so you're gonna have to school me on this one, Tony. He says with a live audience at the CCC hacker convention, dressed as a Pink Ranger, she deleted a Nazi dating site to huge applause. The site that was also one of the largest Nazi network sites in the world, while exposing the info of all of their members worldwide. Hey man, shout out to her, man. That's a great petty of the week winner to start the year, man. Wow.
That sounds like a movie. Like there's a lot going on in that. Yeah, shout out to her for doing that in front of all those people. That takes guts.
That's wild. Yeah, shout out to her. Tony continues. She was not only petty, but she was righteous petty. Then Absolutely. He says, "Shit, I bet Isaiah would have approved of that. That's better than a certain Ross character that we won't name on this podcast." And now getting threats from Crips for calling Dochi a bitch. Now as to the good, the bad, and the what the fuck. Yeah, man, rest in peace to Isaiah Whitlock. Legend. All of the memes that have come from The Wire and his character from The Wire. He's also been in a ton of other things. Very, very funny actor. Even if you've never watched The Wire, I'm sure you've seen like clips of him saying shit.
Yeah, being able to have an iconic word or saying or anything, even beyond people seeing your show, means so much. He was in a lot of stuff that we watched over the years. One of our favorite kind of black side actors and guys that's always kind of featured in something. So rest in peace to him and his family, sending love out and all that. It's crazy times out here, man.
Yeah. More from Tony P says the good AEW ball hard to end the year. That Willow Mercedes match was special. Also, Mox proved again he can wrestle. Is the ace of AEW. Maybe even now it's Spirit. Plus, we have Murder's Row chasing Max SmackDown, shockingly with official call-ups. I think a lot of stuff other than the main event we got this week was great. I thought the Mox match that we got, he's now doing this eliminator style matches now with the Continental Championship. And his first opponent was Josh Alexander. Got a banger out of that match, man. But next week, John Moxley versus Shelton Benjamin. Super excited for that.
Wow.
And we're getting kind of a dream match to set it up because tonight on Collision, we're getting Shelton Benjamin versus Scorpio Sky.
This is, as someone who used to watch Scorpio Sky in a mask in SoCal and PWG and at the Frankenstein Center, and think, there's not a lot of black wrestlers at that time that existed at the same time that kind of had the same kind of vibe, but that you thought were so kind of far apart. Shelton Benjamin was in WWE, World's Greatest Tag Team, like a part of that, became Money in the Bank. And then Scorpio Sky was an indie guy. And over here in that time, it was like, where are these indie guys going to go? What's going to happen? And like, you never thought that you could get to a point like this, but 20 some years later, we have this match on Collision tonight. It's just kind of a cool full circle moment. And I'm super excited about that match. Seeing Shelton back in the mix, Phil, like what we saw last year in the Continental Classic and how fun that was. And what Shelton can do in these type of matches has me super excited. That Mox match is so intriguing because I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, yeah. Very much looking forward to that. I'm so glad that Shelton is back in the mix as a singles wrestler. Um, Speedy recovery to Bobby Lashley. I don't know. If we know specifically what the injury is, but hopefully he's not out long.
Big Bob, man, like when we were seeing that stuff he was doing at the end before he got injured and how the fans were reacting to him, and when he'd go off as Big Bob sparing people and shoulder blocking people out of the way, like when he locked into that, he still has that special thing, that special moment, and he's going to need to get a heavyweight championship match at some point. I think Max running away from Bobby Lashley sounds hilarious. They got the connection with the Hurt Syndicate stuff already. Like there's something there. But yeah, speedy recovery to Bob. Super excited to see Shelton do his thing tonight and next week.
Yeah. And then, like you said, we got Max re-debuting the Triple B. It's back. But the thing I do love, and this was kind of what I was thinking the weeks before World's End, is now that Max is champion again, now you have the belt where you've got a lot of chasers. And I really like it when that's what it is. The world champion has a lot of people gunning for them. They feel like the person with the biggest target in the world on their back. And I think Max is going to do a lot of good with that in the next few months.
Yeah, he represents something different because not only does he have a lot of people chasing him, but they're all are like, and we hate you too. So it like adds an extra thing to it. This is what the world championship should always be like. That's what the baby face, happy to be here, anybody could get a title shot type of deal gets a little bit old, because it's like, no, I want people to be clawing. I want people when you're backstage to be like attacking you. Like I always say, it should be like the 24/7 championship, but like not as crazy and little. Like people should be trying everything to get a title match. And like, that's what it feels like with Max. It feels like he can't turn his back. Every corner is somebody new trying to take his championship. And that's what it should be like.
I almost forgot about the 24/7 championship.
Never forget, Phil. I'll never let you forget. It got overextended and silly, but I'm like, as a concept, that's what some championships should be like. It should be like fools are everywhere trying to get your ass.
Yeah. R-Truth will never let us forget about it. That's gonna be like his one of his biggest WWE accolades, the amount of times he held that belt.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah. I think he was on TV recently doing something. I don't know. It feels like they're doing a lot of greatest hits. When I saw that the way that Randy came back last night, I was like, in 2026, that's what we're doing? Okay, cool.
I did see a bit of interesting news before coming on this pod about Tommaso Ciampa not taking a renewal for WWE, and potentially, I don't know if this is a ploy or what this means, but that's some super interesting news, I thought.
I didn't see this.
Yeah. Apparently he's not taking a renewal, which means he could be a ploy, or he could be moving on. And I'm like, Tommaso Ciampa moving on. That's super interesting.
We shall see. We shall see. Could be just a work.
I mean, I feel like Johnny Gargano is a lifer. Like he's like WWE's. I could never. So I don't know if he'll be the same. You know.
Yeah, I don't think Gargano's going nowhere. Yeah, he had a hot match last night with Mello. Mello debuted a new presentation for its entrance. Looked fire. Like I said, I didn't watch all of SmackDown, but I'm glad that Mello is continuing to get some spotlight as champion.
Listen, Phil, SmackDown's becoming kind of, Trick, Mello, Lash is over there. Like it's starting to. I don't want to say it because I could never say it, but like it's looking good over there. I don't know.
Yeah, back to 3 hours.
They got him good. The first one, Phil, people were like, we like this, but I'm like, 3 hours every week, you guys, is a lot of, and like Raw isn't 3 hours now. Like it's going to start to feel like a lot.
Yeah. More from Tony P. He says, seeing more Black people shining on Maine, Stardom, Dream, Queendom. My Heat are winning again. And most of all, my Canes got vengeance for the 2003 national title game. 2 more games. The Bad, Raw, NXT, the casting crew for this live what is this? Gotcha Gaikuda boldly lying. Yeah, I didn't see this. I don't know what this casting crew thing is. Yeah, I also did not watch a lot of this wrestling that you talk about because I was outside a lot.
What's up with you, Phil? You've been out in these streets, man. Just big stepping out there. Where you was out last night?
I was chilling. I was outside. I was cooling.
Starting the new year off right. Well, starting the end of the year off right too. You was outside every day. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, I was laughing because funny enough, what day was that? I think it was Monday. Yeah, it had to be Monday because that was when we did the review.
Mm-hmm.
I went to they had like this pop-up Sonic cafe here, and so it was cool. I was like, but I always have to temper my expectations for things like this as a lifelong Sonic fan.
Yeah.
And I'll be just like, hey, these things are not for me. These are for kids. And so yeah, cool things like kids coming in there dressed as Sonic and like they were having a good time. And I walked around in there. I was like, hey, this is smaller than I expected. And then they had like the TVs up there with the games, and I thought, oh, if they have Sonic games, they're gonna have like the nostalgic Sonic games. Like they're gonna have like the original Sonics or like maybe Sonic Origins, so you can play through other Sonic games. And they had Sonic Racing on the TVs, and I was like, Sonic Racing, people like that game. Turns out people really like Sonic Racing. I did not know this. Yeah,
that's what it's like sometimes when remember when the Sonic movie came out and people were going crazy about the animation, and then I'm like, sometimes it's like not exactly for us, and we have to realize for that. Like sometimes it is for kids, and we have to accept that, but people don't accept that at this point. Like people got really. I did a joke bit on Christmas about the Fightful account being 40, talking about toys, and people were so mad at me. I'm like, dude, all of my friends collect toys. This is a bit. Like, I don't care about that. Like, people are like, how dare you? What would you ever? I'm like, oh my God, leave me alone. I gotta stay off the internet.
You can't make jokes, man. Nah, but Sonic Racing, apparently people like it. There are some people that think it's better than Mario Kart, which is crazy to think, but I came away from it like, hey, maybe I need to try this because a lot of reviews I saw and a lot of the way people talked about it, like it was a guy standing next to one of them because I was watching somebody play it. He was like, no, Sonic Racing is fire, dude. He was like, you ain't tried it? I was like, no. And he's like, no, you gotta try it. I was like, okay.
Bro was trying to put you on. He's like, you ain't down? You ain't play Sonic Racing?
Yeah. Bro had like a Sonic zip up on and everything. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I feel you. I've never played it, dog.
Shout out to the bro. How about the Sonic dogs?
Listen, I didn't expect good food as well. It was all right. It was fine. I wasn't brave enough. I went with somebody that got chili dog, and I was like, fast food chili? I don't know, dog.
It's a gamble, brother. It is a gamble.
That is a roll of the dice, buddy.
Would you like to walk this tightrope tonight? Like,
fast food chili on a hot dog? Listen, man. I'm too old.
The double whammy.
I'm too old. I'm too old to be making these choices. I saw that and I was like, "Hey, man, I feel you. If you want to try that, yeah." I saw after they took the first bite of it, and I was like, "See, man, live and learn. Live and learn."
It's just too fine of a line, dog. Like fast food chili, you don't know what process to get to this final stage. What's in that? You just like there's some chili that you'll be fine with, but fast food chili, like the watered down stuff.
Yeah. Listen, I say this as somebody that is older, and listen, I ate crazy at certain times in my life, and
absolutely,
it's all right. Yeah, I got it. Look, Wendy's chili still be hitting sometimes, but like, you can't. Again, fast food chili, you rolling the dice, bro.
I'm like, you talking to somebody from California? I've walked out of the bar at 2 a.m. and gotten a hot dog off the hot dog cart. Like, I know the times, I know what's going on here, but like, I could not do that at this age at all. Like, I walk past them and I smell them. I'm like, that smells amazing, but I cannot.
No, I still will get a hot dog. It's hard to mess up a hot dog, but chili though, I don't know, dog. no, dog.
That down at the Wiener Schnitzel getting your bits off. The chili cheese fries on the side too.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. It was fun. Emporium's right up the street. I don't know if you're not from Chicago, I should explain what Emporium is. Emporium is like one of those barcades. So it has like the old arcade games in there, and like it's like you can like get in there and get a drink and then like walk around and like play arcade games.
We have one of those in San Francisco, actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ugwa who'll be doing shows out there.
I think they've done wrestling events at Emporium.
Ugwa, that's what I'm saying. Ugwa here in San Jose, they do shows in the San Francisco Emporium, and they implement like the pool table and like the games and stuff. Like it's a good vibe. It's like 3 stories and stuff. Like if you've never been to a barcade and you like games and that, like you should definitely check that out.
Yeah, Ugwa sounds like the name of the planet from Futurama that Fry went to, that all of the guys were made out of liquid.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Shout out to the Ugwa homies.
See, we got some more Humper chats. Oh, sorry, I scrolled past some that I did not read. Tony P says, it's bad when the manga artist has to publicly show she wanted real black talent for the show and pissed that you lied to her about not being able to find them. Then fans start jumping in, showing all the Japan-based black actors for use. Yeah, I didn't see any of this. I'm kind of glad that I stayed out of the mix.
Absolutely. That sounds like a lot and insane. And these artists and things and how race and things come into play over there be a lot sometimes.
Yeah. Tony says now the WTF. He says so we back in our Iraq era of country again this morning. Time to lie about being Canadian overseas again, using Grok to shit on a promoter you don't like, but Grok does the opposite to make you look like a fool. Bro, did you see this?
I did see this.
Tony replying to it is one of the funniest things we've seen already this year.
That was hilarious. Grok on the floor, dog. Dead.
Yeah, I think we can stop with the Grok thing. Though some of the stuff people are doing with Grok is really, really weird. But a lot of stuff people are doing with AI in general is very weird.
It's so funny, Phil, because the thing that used to super annoy me is when I would tweet and then somebody that doesn't know anything would come in and be like, context? Like, I thought that was like the worst thing in the world. At Grok is way worse. 5,000 million times. I'm like, get out of here. What are you asking Grok about in here? Leave here. It's awful. I hate it. But that Tony Khan moment, amazing. Killed me.
Hilarious. That was very funny. But yeah, some of this Grok stuff, some of this people using AI to like do like weird stuff with celebrities, like making like relationship pictures with celebrities and stuff. Yeah,
I've seen some nasty like us at a meet and greet pictures, and it's not them with the celebrity, and it's fake, and they're kissing, and I'm like, this is only the beginning. That one video, I think it was in one of our group chats where it's like the dude, and then it's a woman right under him it's like the AI of him, but he's acting like a woman or something, some kind of weird shit. I'm like, we're doomed. Like, it's only downhill from here. Like, I haven't seen one positive thing where I'm like, oh, we're good here. All of it, I'm just like, this is going to end bad for a lot of people.
Yeah, wrap this up, man. Some of this is very disgusting. Tony P continues. He says, fans then being weird at TK for making a joke about, Grok is evil, but come on. The whole situation around UG's comments from dumb fans, dumb reactions to reports to the comments themselves. TNA in second place discussion is back because why? Yeah, of course, people are going to do that and respond to Tony. And I thought it was funny. If you take all of these things seriously, then yeah, you're gonna be mad at things like Tony responding to Grok or the Suji quotes. Like it's all right, guys. We can calm down.
Just there's no space to have fun. Like immediately when there's a fun thing, it has to be debunked. They have to have the story. I'm like, what if it's just a bit? Who cares?
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to just laugh at these things and keep it moving, man.
Move on. Speaking of laughing, did you watch T.I.'s new comedy stand-up special that released on Christmas?
No.
I saw the trailer and he's wearing like the Eddie Murphy Raw red, and I'm like, there's not one joke in the trailer though, Phil. Like he don't say, I'm like, isn't this supposed to be funny? He just walk around being like, yeah, I'm like, this isn't stand-up, you guys.
Yeah, the T.I. rebrand has been interesting to watch.
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't think this is for me. I have not watched this comedy special. I think I'm good.
What's the rebranding thing? It works for some people, but it's like so extreme and dramatic. I'm like, what? T.I. does stand up now? Why?
He don't want to keep doing raps, man. He can't keep giving you the he can't keep giving you the trap music, man. He's got a family. He's not doing it no more.
It's either that or podcasting, which he also has a podcast. So
of course he does, because why not?
It's just lanes, man. Lanes.
Yeah, I saw him talking on one of his interviews, and he was like, "Don't get confused. I still got it. I can still get out there and rap." And I was like, "Then let's do that."
Yeah. Dog. Wait, what do you mean? Why are you saying that?
I feel you. But yeah, man. Look, I get it, man. Everybody's gotta find something else other than music. You can't keep doing music forever. Got to find other streams of income. But can't say that I'm the most interested in T.I. doing comedy
or everybody getting a podcast. Like I want a lot of people. Like as somebody who loves rap and rap history, there's some rappers that I'm like, I can't wait for them to get a podcast. But then there's like some rappers I'm like, I don't think you really need a podcast though.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised doesn't have a podcast, and I think he probably would be very good at it. KRS-One, why is he not doing that?
Insanely surprising. Like you would think, like this guy, I've watched him just talk for an hour during a show, and like you would think he would totally be on that wave. I think like something about technology. KRS-One famously has like never taken a flight. He only like if he has a concert overseas, he takes a boat. Like this guy is. I think him and technology aren't friends, so probably would never happen.
Yeah. Great Devlin is saying T.I. can rebrand all he wants, but aren't you one of those guys with a weird case? Yeah, him and his wife do have some allegations. So
that's where the rebranding stuff started. Now that I think about it, you're right. Because like soon as that stuff hit, then he was like, "I'm on tour as stand-up." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. Yeah, his son is out here wilding. Every time I see videos of this kid, I'm just like, can we not? It's one of his sons makes some dope music though. Yeah, I can't remember which one. One of his sons does make great music.
He does. I've seen a couple of videos where I'm like, oh, this is where it's at. It's not about shenanigans like with King or whatever that kid's name is.
Yeah. What is I think it starts with a D. What is the other kid's name?
Mm-hmm. Dude, super talented.
That's terrible. I'm like, yeah, this kid makes good music, and then I don't know his name.
Life be like that, man. It's hard.
Is it Damani? I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that is it.
Yeah. He makes good music.
He's dope.
Yeah, shout out to him. More Humper chats here. We got more from Tony P. He says, now some discussion and my view of things. To catch the Okada feud with Don in the middle. Story is like the Brett, Sean, Vince backstage drama playing out on live TV. Now hardcore TNA fans need to hear a very hard truth. You're basically a brand of WWE now. I don't know if I would make that comparison with the Takeshita Okada, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far because it was a little bit. I mean, I guess so because it's a lot about jealousy and spots and people wanting to be in the space. But I don't know if I'd say Don is Vince though. That's far.
Yeah. Tony P continues on his point about TNA. He says they're now a tool to stop it from being sued, a tool to hurt AEW. I'll never I'll never be given the tools to be. It'll never be given the tools to be a second brand, because that means it will be strong enough to break away from WWE down the road and compete with WWE, which they don't want. Yeah, I'm surprised people don't see that side of it at this point. That a big part of this partnership is them keeping TNA next to them and under their umbrella, so it never really grows big enough. And it's not like I think TNA can grow big enough to compete with them, but they're not going to allow it to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like we'll never know because we're doing this, and like I'm curious about what this AMC deal is going to be because of the way everything works now. Like people aren't totally going to cable to watch stuff and the way things move, but then they are, but I don't know if wrestling fans are. So there's so many questions we need to get answered as this deal goes along.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I think some people trying to hype up this partnership to make it something more than it actually is. Yeah, you're setting yourself up. But of course, some of these people don't care, so it don't matter.
I mean, it's working for like Jordan's gonna have a big run as we see. Joe Hendry, like there's some people that this partnership benefited them a lot,
Bro, that Booker clip of him singing.
He just be doing anything over there, I swear.
Every time I see a clip of him from commentary over there, I'm like, yo, they be just like, yeah, Booker, just go out there and go for it. Sure. Just knock it out.
Right. I'm like, who's the producer over there? Because they're like, Booker T, you could say and do whatever you want at this point.
Yeah.
And he does it. Said he was sounded like the Tasmanian devil. I'm like, dog.
He was. He was sounding like Taz on commentary.
Woo, wild boy, that Booker T.
Tony also says, with WWE basically calling up the big guns from NXT along with gutting TNA of who they want now, WWE is basically going to use TNA to supplement the NXT roster and look for new indie stars for them without having to spend a dime, a tool to save money. Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely going to take the biggest stars from TNA and eventually sign them and leave TNA with nothing. And they're going to have to continue to rebuild their roster. And anytime somebody gets over there in a big way, they'll end up on NXT. It feels like that's going to continue to happen.
It's funny because like there was a time, I mean, there was many years where TNA just existed without that. I mean, AJ Styles, we didn't get AJ Styles in WWE till 2016, and like he was in TNA in 2002. So there's a time where you could cook and be that person and do that and didn't have to worry about getting snatched up. It's kind of how the wrestling business is too, Phil, because like a lot of people talk about the same thing with me looking at the indie wrestling stuff this week. Like you can't get hot as an indie wrestler because soon as you get hot as an indie wrestler, you just get signed. Like nobody even really gets to develop at this point. It's a WWE and AEW thing. So it's like, I don't really know what the future of development is because it's changed so much.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see more of that this year, but yeah, I feel like that's essentially what this partnership is at this point. Give some wrestlers exposure, and then when it takes and they get over, then eventually they're gonna end up signing, or WWE might buy out their contract.
Which is like we always say, great for the wrestler, great for money, great for all that, but like development is gonna change a lot. It's changed a lot.
Yeah, great for Jordan. I think she deserves to be on a big stage. I'm really happy that she's on one of the main roster shows. And man, if you saw where Joe Hendry was like whatever 5, 6, 7 years ago, I would have never guessed that he would be where he is now.
He's gonna be an over guy. His theme is crazy and touted in WrestleMania moments. I wouldn't have predicted that for him at all, but he did that all for himself.
Yeah, I just keep thinking this is a guy that initially his claim to fame was What Culture Pro Wrestling, and like most people didn't even know who this guy was, and that time with TNA helped him a lot. It helped him get over huge, and now he's got a big contract. So good for him.
Doug, I remember, was that Vegas? Did he came out for Fourth Rope,
Yeah,
and
bro.
I was like, wow.
Bro, out of here. I've seen him a few times in person, and that guy is extremely popular.
Mhm.
And then like that show you're talking about, he came out and did a segment with the Godfather. Like,
Right.
what?
So yeah, shout out to him. Made something out of nothing and really got to where he is. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, kind of what I was talking about with the NXT stuff of how like the TNA men's division, world heavyweight title division, has always been kind of up in the air and peril and in the mix. I'm interested to see how it develops because like I like Frankie Kazarian a lot, but like he's not like the future of this division, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to build up the next guy as well. It's gonna be interesting to see where their main event scene ends up going in the next few years, because it's tough to get past this perception that TNA is a stepping stone. And I think it feels even more so like that now with the relationship with NXT and people thinking like, oh, this is the way to get seen and get a uh get a fresh start on trying to get a WWE contract.
Right.
So I don't know. It could help them. I think the AMC thing could entice more wrestlers to sign with them. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, if they could retain guys like Ali and Cedric Alexander and Macklin, and those guys are kind of on top, this could work out for them. But like Leon Slater is not, like, he should be the future of this division, but he's not going to be here in the future, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't
Tough to
see it.
tell.
I mean,
Yeah, tough to tell because I feel like most of the people that end up getting popular are probably going to be out of there because that happened so much to TNA. It was happening before this partnership, so it's going to keep happening.
And this guy has been on John Cena's last show and all, like, you know how they feel about Leon Slater already. So good for him again. I love him. He's amazing.
Bro, if this leads to Leon getting a WWE contract and him getting like the big matches over there and getting like on a WrestleMania stage, happy for him. Good for him. He's an extremely talented kid. Deserves it.
Him and Javon tagging against each other up there would be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of a good place for us to stop and get into the latest in the downfall of Mercedes Moné. Coming out of World's End, she was very upset that she and Athena lost her attempt to win the tag titles. Went backstage, threw a big tantrum in her dressing room, and then came back out and did her post-match interview and challenged Willow Nightingale to a match on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. Straight away, when we talked about it on the review, I was like, oh, this is big because even in the setup to the tag match at the pay-per-view, it felt like, oh, it feels like they're gearing up to get back to the one-on-one match with Willow. And because I wanted Willow to be the one to beat Mercedes, I immediately got excited. I just wasn't sure how quickly we were going to get to it. Turns out we got to it pretty quick. Set up the tag match at the pay-per-view. Babes of Wrath did retain. And then we got the TBS title match for Wednesday. And I even thought with how quickly we got here, I was like, maybe they're not going to do it on TV. Maybe we're going to get to another match down the road. Maybe she'll lose it at Revolution. No. Willow Nightingale is the new AEW TBS champion. Big shock win to end the year for AEW. I thought that was an awesome note to end on. Great moment for Willow. We've been waiting to see her get this big win. Now she's a double champion. And they've done a great job so far of continuing to advance this storyline with Mercedes.
This has been feels like another full circle moment. I mean, you could go back to many times throughout the Grapsody podcast in 2025 and hear Phil and I say, we'd like for Willow to beat Mercedes. We'd like for Willow to beat Mercedes. Like we said it and we kind of laid it out. Even on the pod on Monday, we both were kind of like, I don't know though, because it kind of came really quickly. Like her Willow's kind of the kryptonite for Mercedes and has been on the way up. That's the story that they've been telling, but I didn't know if it was going to happen so quickly. And so after the promo, and then as the match was going on, I was like, wait, this feels like something. Like they were working a really great match. Like Mercedes was in her mode. She was kind of in desperation mode. And Willow was just like, I'm unbeatable. I'm on top of the world. There's nothing that you could do right now to stop me. So like as the match was going along on Wednesday, I'm like, wait, I don't know. Something about this feels kind of crazy. And so at one point they're outside the ring and Willow pounces Mercedes into the guardrail. And I'm like, she's kind of dragging Mercedes though. This is going crazy. And then they did the stuff on the announce table. Mercedes hit her with that suplex. And I was like, okay, this is kind of back and forth. And then as it started going on and Willow was turning it up and she's hitting Death Valley drivers in the ring, Death Valley drivers on the apron. I'm like, this feels like this could be her moment. So when it actually happened, Phil, like it felt like both a surprise, but also like they kind of been telling us this was what the story was going to be.
Yeah, I'm glad that we really got to it. I think the match was very good.
Match was great.
I mean, they've had 3 matches at this point. They had the New Japan Strong match, and then they had, of course, Mercedes debut on AEW pay-per-view at Double or Nothing.
Amazing.
And then this match, I thought this match was tremendous. Starting out with Mercedes throwing Willow into the LED board and like starting right away, like I'm trying to hurt you, like I'm in desperation mode, and you've been a thorn in my side this entire time. From the second I got to this company, you're always in the way. Get out of here. So I loved all of that. I love the stuff like her begging and pleading with Willow on the announce table, and then countering and setting up the suplex to the announce table. That was great. Like you said, the stuff on the apron, where the best thing about Willow as a babyface is it never feels like always like this, oh shucks, you guys like me. It's just kind of like there's that, but also once I get into a match and somebody turns it up with me, oh no, I'm going to take it there with you too. I'm going to return the exact same energy. I'm not about to be in here like being afraid to get my hands dirty, getting afraid to be violent. And no, she'll turn up. She'll start doing like big crazy spots like the apron stuff, or like trying to completely annihilate you with a power bomb. And I thought Mercedes sold all of the Willow's offense really well, like she continues to do. I think that the finish looked great. The power bomb, Willow hit that, and Mercedes looked dead, like she was like not getting up. That was great. All of this stuff with like the camera angles of Willow winning and then getting in the camera afterwards with both belts. Now, first 2-time TBS champion, also inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion. And the entire time, Mercedes is still in the ring, like distraught. And yeah, I thought that all of this came across very well. I continue to say, doing this through line of Mercedes' downfall, of it's all of these opponents that she beat before, and they're all coming back to make her eat crow. I really like that storyline. And really starting it with the beginning of it with Red Velvet coming back to get her win, Alex Windsor, now Willow. It just continues to go on and on. It kind of feels like might be Persephone that beats her for the CMLL belt at this point. And I think once we get there, that's going to be a big win for Persephone. Now you have more people know about Persephone now because of the AEW or ROH matches. And then she had that fire match with Mercedes in Arena, Mexico. So now looking forward to that. We of course also have the announcement from Tony that there will be a Grand Slam Mexico this year. So maybe that match will be there.
Yeah, super fire. I love that the story was Willow knew this exactly what you're explaining, Phil, of like the people have came back to beat you, and she felt like she kind of exuded the momentum that she was having. She was like, I know, it's hot right now. I just won these tag team championships. This might be my best time to go at Mercedes because I have so much momentum. And that's what was showing in the match. Like anytime Mercedes would come with a trick or something that's gotten over before, Willow's like, nope, not today. Like, I'm countering it. We've been doing this. Like, I've been watching every single point of your playbook, and I'm not going to let you do this. The thing that I've liked most about Mercedes AEW run and the match type that I've liked the most is when it feels like a struggle, when it feels like she's trying to get somewhere and get out somewhere and she's getting pulled back. And a lot of this was Willow chasing after her to try to lock her in that babe with the power bomb. And when she finally got to it at the end in the 1, 2, 3, I'm like, damn, such a great ending for what this all set up. Mercedes being super distraught, Mercedes being like, what's going on in my world? I thought that the TBS championship would be the last championship that she lost, but I like this story of like, no, they know these people have kind of figured out what your number is, so everybody's coming for you. I feel the same way. I feel like Persephone's on her way to do that. She's been working towards that. But the way that Mercedes has been on defense and losing all these matches, Phil, I think has been awesome. Like the Red Velvet, Alex Windsor, this match, Persephone stuff, stat stuff, like everything that she's done this year has been so good, or last year has been so good.
Yeah, definitely. That sequence at the end of the match where Mercedes is trying to lock in the moneymaker, and every time like Willow counters it. One of the really great things about her dynamic with Willow as well is all of these other opponents that she's faced in her post WWE run. Yeah, she beat them the first time around, but she didn't beat Willow the first time around. Willow beat her in a New Japan Strong Women's Championship match. And I know people can go back and say, well, Mercedes got injured. But regardless, she is able to say, I beat you the first time around. So I know I can beat you. Even though she came to AEW and beat her at Double or Nothing, I've already beat you before. I know I can beat you. So I love that dynamic here. I love the way that played out. And it's kind of being made like, yeah, Mercedes is like, yeah, I challenged you and I'm going to beat your fucking ass. And Willow's like, okay, well, cool. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this match. I haven't been ducking you. You've been ducking me.
Yep. Yeah. Really good story to be told of her being like, I want this. I got this championship on my side. All the momentum is here. It's so funny that that's what I said on our review show. I was like, Tony Khan does love a double champion. Let somebody win a championship and win another championship. Like, the momentum is on Willow's side, and it was on Willow's side. But yeah, they've been telling this story for a long time. I was at that match in Vegas, the Double or Nothing match. I remember how great that moment was, how amazing that was. And we've been basically building Willow up to get back to this, like, such a great moment. I feel like Willow was the right one. The crowd reacted the way that they should have. Like, they main evented the show. Like, all the elements were there, Phil.
Yeah, there was a lot of discourse about AEW's women's division and reactions to the other women other than Mercedes and Tony. And I feel like Willow was always one of those women that you just had to give her the big win. You got to be consistent with her because the fan base likes her. Like, she is probably one of the best baby faces in the company. And I feel like it's such an easy layup with her at this point. So I knew that the crowd was going to get behind her when she did get the win. I'm glad, like I said, they had a hot crowd for this match, and the atmosphere was really good for it. And like I said, this did what it was supposed to do for Willow. Continues the downfall of Mercedes. I do still think we could get this triple threat at Revolution that I was assuming we were going to get. I just think Willow is going to walk in as champion instead of Mercedes. Well, obviously she is. Not I think. She obviously is.
Yeah, this opens up a kind of different place in what that championship is going to represent, because I feel like a lot of the times people were like, well, Mercedes is going to win, Mercedes is going to win, Mercedes is going to win in most of her title matches, and I don't feel like that's what Willow's is going to be like, but in a good way. Like, it's always going to be like a competitive thing. She could win or she could go on this run. Like, there's so many ways that this could go, and I'm super excited about it. Willow's really worked hard as coming from the bottom of what an AEW wrestler is to being who she is now, having these accolades and doing all this. Well deserved, man. She's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Mercedes has to be considered the greatest TBS champion of all time at this point.
So
584 days as champion. When you look at all the defenses she's had and like just the variety of opponents she's had as TBS champion, like that's incredible. But yeah, I'm interested to see where we go forward with the TBS title. The TBS title before Mercedes got there was really kind of the homegrown talent belt. And so maybe it's going to go back to being that. I think that that's an exciting prospect for some of the women there. I think that that gives some of the women that have been there since day one, like an Anna Jay or something to really push towards trying to win.
Yep, that's what it makes it more exciting. It's like the people that have been working hard, wanting and needing an opportunity, it's going to open it up for them. And Willow leading the way fits so much. The end of the match, Phil, they had the big moment. Chris Statlander shows up with the rest of the conglomeration. They do the big hug in the middle with the big zoom out. The story that we've been talking about is being played out is with them too. I still think there's an AEW Women's Tag Team Championship in their future, but that was also a great moment to kind of end the night.
Yeah, I'm glad we did get a payoff to that because they had dragged it out for so long. So I'm glad that we got a satisfying conclusion with that and ending the night with Willow holding up the TBS title and Statlander as world champion. That was a cool visual. Harley's there as well as Willow's partner. I thought like just all of that played out very well. Listen, I seen some of the discourse. I like Statlander, guys. I'm sorry. Statlander coming out with like the scarf over her head, like this, like, like, am I still allowed in here, guys? I loved it. Her showing up like, is it okay for me to show up now?
I love it. No, it's like when you watch a murder mystery and then they want to be in disguise, like incognito. She was like in that disguise, like walking around. She has like the scarf around her head. Like, I don't know if I should be here, but I'm here. Like that plays into who Chris Statlander is. It made the moment even more because, of course, she's going to be awkward in the back while there's a big celebration.
Yeah, I loved it. And all of the images and stuff we got out of this really, really cool moment. For everybody involved in this. And I like you. I did think at one point the TBS title would be the last belt that Mercedes loses. I started to think this week before the title match that it might not be the case. I think at this point it's probably going to be the Owen belt because that's the last belt that isn't really a belt. It's a belt, yeah, but I think now this is going to force her to enter the Owen, and that's how we get her losing that belt last and potentially getting to the Owen finals. Because I still think Owen finals next year, this year could be Tony versus Mercedes, and that's how we get back to that one-on-one match.
That is a really good story. Didn't think about that. And then you could even play off that for a few weeks where Mercedes only has that. She's like, well, I still have that. And everybody's like, you can't even defend that. So like that could be a bit.
Not a real belt. Not even a real belt.
That could be a good bit too at the end of it. Yeah, that's a really good story.
Yeah, but I do hope we're getting Athena versus Mercedes versus Willow at Revolution. That's the match that I assumed we were getting coming out of World's End. And I thought that maybe Mercedes was going to lose the belt at Revolution that way. But even if that's not the story for this pay-per-view, I still hope that's the match.
And I want to know what role Athena's going to play in this because she was kind of at the end for the tag match and kind of looking at Mercedes with the side eye. She has the thing with Willow. Like she might be beefing with Willow. There's a lot of connections that could be made here. Yeah.
Yeah. But great night. I thought overall Dynamite on Wednesday was pretty good. It was a lot of rehash from the pay-per-view, but I thought it worked.
I mean, some post pay-per-view Dynamites, they're gonna go one way or another way, and there was a lot of maybe more talking. Max is back as world champion, Phil, so you know what time it is. Get these 20-minute segments,
promos,
to start the show. Everybody has a mic, everybody's talking, we're all doing this, so I'm prepared for it, I guess, because of where it kind of landed. But it's going to be interesting considering what kind of stuff we were dealing with for the last year.
Yeah. Send us in your super chats. That is the best way. Get your chats read on this podcast. You can also send us a Humper chat at humperchats.com/Fightful.
Absolutely. Let's get into a few of these super chats. Lil Mount Shocker says Russian LFI have been done well rehabbing Sammy. ROH is a great place for these young, inexperienced talents to develop character and promos. Yeah, I think Sammy being a part of Russian, the LFI, and the annoying little friend has been great for him. He's been doing a lot of fun stuff. Ring of Honor, you guys. I don't know if you're down, but the last couple of weeks, last couple of months have been some really fun TV stuff. Bandito, of course, is the champion, so he plays a role. The Bust in the Brain, my homies Alex Price and Jordan Oliver have had some amazing couple of weeks. Their matches against the Swirl and against the Death Riders are some of the best tag matches of the last 2 weeks. Just like they're really developing what the talent of ROH and what they could be beyond really greatly down there. I know how people kind of feel. The taping schedule is still not going to get anybody into anything good, but they've been putting the shows on YouTube and they've been really trying to emphasize ROH a lot more. And it's some fun shows happening there.
Yeah. Bro. Twine, I thought I was the only person. He's saying in the comments, Max's new hair reminds him of Pipe Bomb Punk's hairstyle. It looks the way he has it slicked back, it looks very similar. I thought that the other day as well. I don't think that's intentional, but it does look similar.
It's not Max's new hair. It's the same hair. He just slicked it, as some people are saying.
Listen, man, that's his, he said at one point that was his idol. And they had their falling out during their feud with AEW. So maybe it is intentional. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
You've been seeing your homeboy's beef with Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, that promo that he did in like 2011 or whatever when he called Punk skinny fat, like that was real. Like all those bars were real because he still believes that.
I saw the quote where he was like, "Yeah, you had to wrestle with your shirt on, big bro." Yikes! And I was like, "Kevin,
Come on, dog.
Kevin. You sure? You sure you want to do that?"
I don't think he's sure, Phil. I think he's just talking. He's got to be just talking.
Yeah, and the other quote of him talking about how he talked about Foley and how he's not going to do the same thing. He's going to keep his Legends deal and why, and he's going to stay in support of his friend Hunter and Stephanie McMahon. And then at the end he was like, basically that's my Republican family over there. And I was like, right.
When he wrapped it up like that, Phil, I was like, wait, hold on. Like, I hear you. They got you through a lot. They were there for you with your son. Like, they've helped you a lot. But like, because this is my Republican family, we didn't. No, I don't want that part, I think.
Okay.
He's essentially being like, no, I won't stand on business because those are my friends. It's like, we know, but like, I don't know if you have to say it out loud.
Like, we already knew.
We knew.
It's fine.
Tough one. Tenruza says, rename Humper Chats to Tony P or TP Chats. Honestly,
that's really funny.
Shout out to the homie Tony P. Appreciate that, Tenruza. The homie Joe Molina says, Reg, as someone that turns 50 next year and still collects Transformers, I laughed hard at your joke. Yeah, I'm saying it's a bit. All the homies collect toys. It's not a thing. I don't care that. I know friends who got toys for Christmas. It's not. I don't care about that.
One of our best friends that used to be a co-host on this show collects toys. His whole background in his video used to be his toys and belts.
I'm saying, dog, come on. It's a bit. I like bits. If you see a tweet, it's probably a bit. I'm not serious about any of this. Appreciate you, Joe. And happy early birthday coming up here. There's a lot of big milestone birthdays happening. I'm turning a number and a 0 too.
Your number and a 0. That's hilarious.
Appreciate that, Joe. Shucky Ducky says, they told me man up. I know which kind. Kit Wilson. Yeah, another debut last night on the old SmackDown. Your boy Phil Lindsey's favorite wrestler, Matt Cardona, is officially back on the WWE roster. Good for him.
And he's been telling you that's where he wants to be. So happy for him. His wife's over there cooking, so I feel like it was only a matter of time. I was surprised they didn't just let him come back as Matt Cardona in the tournament. He came back as Zack Ryder, and then they did those switcheroo last night, and he's officially back as Matt Cardona now. Like I said, it probably would have made more sense if he was Matt Cardona in the tournament instead of Zack Ryder, but again, good for him. I hope he gets a Kevin Owens match out of this because that would make everything out of that Cody Rhodes interview even funnier.
I feel so happy for Matt Cardona because I couldn't imagine every night his wife is coming home with WWE news and stories and telling him, and he's just like praying and dreaming to go to work with her. And now finally he could pray. And now he finally could go to work with his wife and his friends and have a great time. Because all he's talked about since leaving WWE is pretty much about going back to WWE.
King of the Indies, big dog.
Listen, it worked.
It worked.
So shout out to Matt and appreciate you, Shucky Ducky. Glassdoor Gamer says Jericho gonna sing like Freddie Mercury at Mania.
I can't wait to see how much of his music they let him get off over there because it kind of feels like, hey man, you got your Fozzy stuff off over there, man. Like we're not trying to hear that. We got Flo Rida and all these other people on deck. We don't
keep that Fozzy shit.
I'm very curious to see how many Fozzy performances we get.
Like we've seen it. Like we know musical performances now. Like it's gonna be hard to match up to that entrance of Bad Bunny over there. Like, I don't know if Judas, that's my biggest thing, Phil. Is it Judas or is it Break the Walls Down?
I think it might initially be Break the Walls Down for like the Royal Rumble return. And then maybe he might bring Judas after that. I kind of feel like he should do Judas at Royal Rumble too, but I think that fan base is going to immediately recognize Break the Walls Down before they recognize Judas.
Yeah, you're right. But like it has to be Judas though, like eventually.
Yeah. I do think it would be kind of a cool moment if he did show up in the Rumble with Judas.
Right? But that feels like fitting to like if the coach is saying we're going off the coach's tweets that he's going to debut with a new character and blah blah blah. Isn't a new character Judas and that?
Yeah, he's going to come back as a
WWE character.
He's going to come back as the Painmaker.
Oh God. With the black around his eyes. Oh. Please. He's in the best shape of his life, they say. Don't forget.
Yeah. Just again, we've seen it. We've seen when they're starting to wrap up the machine and all of the same things being said. Yeah, we can see it. I hear it. I hear you.
Glassdoor Gamer also says, gonna be funny when TK steals the TNA AMC spot in 3 years after AMC wants something better. I think TV deals are this is gonna be one of the last wrestling TV deals, like official TV. Like I don't think that networks are gonna come calling anymore soon, just because of the way streaming works and people are on their own shit. Like I don't know if AEW post what happens with this Warner Brothers shit. I don't know what's gonna happen with them as a TV product. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the landscape of cable television will be in the next 3 years. It definitely feels like more and more the value of a TV deal is not what it was. I mean, when you've got the Oscars going to YouTube and basketball is on Amazon and all these other things, I don't know. It does very much feel like the next move for AEW might be heading to a streamer. I don't know, but we'll see. Time will tell.
That Oscar thing tripped me out. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. This thing has been on TV our entire lives, and they're just like YouTube. But like for a lot of people, Phil, YouTube TV is YouTube. Like that's how they watch. We talked about it with the Eddie Murphy thing. Like some people only exclusively watch YouTube. I know some of like my younger people in my family, like some of them only watch YouTube. They don't know about fucking AMC. What is AMC?
Yeah, I know some people that don't have cable. They just watch YouTube. Yeah, that's their TV, like YouTube and streamers. So that's just the future of this thing, man. Cable TV is dying. So
There's some people that don't have a music streaming thing. YouTube is their streaming thing. Pull that up on YouTube and look. I'm not mad at it. I'm with them.
yeah.
Appreciate that, guy store. Young Odo says Chris and Willow finally squashing the beef and celebrating as champions had me emotional. You got to give the people what they want when they both get into the tag division. Man, yeah, that would have hit harder. I mean, I guess that you got to set that up to set up them being tag team champions. But I'm just like, they should be tag team champions right now.
I agree. I think that they should have been, if not the inaugural champions, they should be like the next champions. But I definitely think we're going to get a Willow and Stat tag title run. So
absolutely,
all in due time.
I think that it's a good sign for Willow, though, man. Like,
yeah,
like it still wasn't lost on me that like 2 black women are main eventing this Dynamite and for the world champion, the title, and like there's still so much that's attached to that, you know.
Yes.
Appreciate that. The homie Meat Norman says, "Sup, fellas? Today is for birthday shenanigans. Lots of meat and trees. Weed to my dummies." Happy birthday, Meat Normus. If it is your birthday today, shout out to you. I hope you're having a great celebration. I hope you eat all the meat. Question marks.
Is that a Pootie Tang reference at the end there? Is that Wadata Madami?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Enjoy your birthday, bro. Having a birthday this close to New Year's Eve. I don't know, man. I'm sure you've had some crazy birthdays.
I'm tired just thinking about it.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
I swear. Appreciate that. And happy birthday, me, Normus. Young Odo also says, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That Kit Wilson theme is a jam. Kit, Will, son, LOL. What happened to his partner?
Is he injured? I don't know.
Is he?
He might be. I don't know. But man, look, I like Pretty Deadly a lot. So hopefully they figure it out with them.
Me too. Appreciate that, Young Odo. I saw a little bit of the Sami Zayn promo too, and that was pretty hot. You saw any of that?
I did not.
Sami debuted on or is on SmackDown now, and he's like, "I want to be world champion over here." Pretty intense promo that you would expect from him.
Oh, we're back to that. Good.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. I thought he had moved on from his world title aspirations. He still is my pick to win the Men's Royal Rumble. I still think he should get a big world title win this year. If you're not going to do it this year, I don't know when you're going to do it. And I think after the U.S. title run and how well that worked out for him, I think you gotta push the button. It's time.
This promo was for that. Like if he to win the the Royal Rumble. This promo was that, like, they'll be playing this and being like, remember he did that amazing promo to get into it, and this is why he should win. Like, was everything that was. This is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, so I'm excited for what the journey is. Like, thinking back to, like, just him and Kevin Owens having a single WrestleMania match, like, as somebody who loves indie wrestling, like, that shit still means so much. And the match with the Usos where they wore the fucking PWG stuff on their tights, like that shit is goated. Like that's top 10 moments for me in wrestling history. Like that shit's amazing.
Yep.
That was just a tangent. I just love Sami Zayn. The homie Ben also says, what do you think the chances that we get a Cardona Ryder split personality gimmick? They are so original and brilliant over there.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't put that into the air. They might do it now. Please don't.
Oh, radio. Just kidding. Matt Cardona. Now, shout out to the homie. He deserves it.
Oh, ready. Always ready.
No, shout out to the homie, man. He's worked hard to get back there, dog. But I hope they don't do that, Ben. That's a terrible idea that they'll love.
No, please don't do that.
And then appreciate that, Ben. And then Grapple Geekery says Jericho stroking his ego at Wembley, while Emi Sakura did get to come out to Freddie Mercury gear is one of the greatest injustices in wrestling history. Didn't get to come out to Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. They keep playing in Emmy's face. I don't like it, man.
Shameful. Shameful. But yeah, he's their problem now, Grapple Geekery. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, they happy. What do you mean? They're happy about this.
They are. Yeah. They've turned the corner. When he out there with the Geratron 5000, we'll see. We'll see how they feel about this.
Yeah, he's gonna go back over there, do the greatest hits, all of his catchphrases. It'll work out. He'll be fine. I think
he's gonna say you just made the list, and people are gonna go fucking ham sandwich, Phil. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That's all of our super chats. Appreciate y'all today.
Yeah. Chris Jericho.
The Jericho crew is gonna be real different this year.
Like it be as indie-rific.
TNA indie-rific. Definitely won't be the AEW show anymore, that's for sure.
TNA and AMZ presents the Jericho Cruise. It's hilarious.
Absolutely. They'll have stars from all the hit AMC shows aboard too.
Oh man. Yeah, see, Twan's making a good point. Maybe you'll have like some AAA guys over there now. I don't know.
Undertaker's the booker at AAA is still like, every time I read about that, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Tony P says, seeing Stat and Willow together again makes me feel as if Mercedes will have a certain Latina helping her in the future to feud with them too. However, the future is not known, and Bayley may stay in WWE. I've made my desires known at this point for where I want that to be, but we'll see. I'm also starting to feel more and more like when Mercedes does finally win the world title, it's going to be as a babyface.
Agreed. I feel like that's all this downfall stuff is getting to her being the fans turning the corner, her turning the corner on being a babyface. I feel like Bayley, we talked about it a little bit on this pod, Phil, is setting herself up for post WWE stuff, but she also could be setting herself up for more WWE stuff. So we just don't really know. Like, I feel like this work she's been doing with women's wrestling is like, this is me after this, but it also could be this is for this. So I don't know.
Yeah, she could end up staying put. She could end up leaving. Yeah. They had her real fucked up last year. I don't like it at all. Didn't have her on WrestleMania. Didn't have a match for her at SummerSlam. Didn't have a match for her at Survivor Series. Like, what are we doing, man? Like,
the way she just talks about it with the seemingly okay face on all these things, and it's like, you don't deserve this. But like, yeah, Stat and Willow versus Mercedes and Bayley is like, that's dreams. That's generational. Hopefully we'll get it in 26.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Mercedes Martinez has announced that she's going to retire from pro wrestling this year. She's going to do one last indie run. Man, Mercedes Martinez, man, absolute legend. Like the stuff that she was doing with Shimmer and some of these other companies before she signed with WWE way after the fact and got the ROH run and some of the other stuff. Like, she absolutely deserves her flowers. So, hopefully this isn't the last we see of her this year in wrestling. I think she still has a lot to give this industry as a coach or something else. So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Mercedes Martinez. There's a class that Mercedes existed in of women that were down with Shimmer that I don't think get enough appreciation for kind of building the blocks of what women's wrestling became today. Mercedes Martinez is in there. Also, shout out to announcing her retirement this week. Madison Rain announced her retirement on the ROH show. Was a part of that. I think of a woman like cheerleader Melissa, who did a lot of work back in the day, who I thought would be a huge, if cheerleader Melissa and Sarah Del Rey and Allison Danger and all those women came up in this time, it would be so completely different, but they laid the foundation. Mercedes Martinez was one of those. Even in the early days of AEW purchasing ROH, a lot of work that she did for the women's championship and in that space. And I still think she has a lot to give. So shout out to her.
Yeah, definitely. Congrats to Madison Rain.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of retirements this year. It's gonna be interesting. AJ Styles is the big one as well. It's yeah.
AJ, dog, like when you talk about independent wrestling this generation, the era that I came up on, like AJ Styles was that guy, one of those guys. He
Yeah.
went to TNA, but what he represented. And then you see him, like I just saw the video of him on, like he looks like he could go another 10 years, 15 years. So
Yeah.
it's like, what do you mean? But like when it's time, it's time.
Yeah. But yeah, salute to Madison,
Mhm.
Mercedes Martinez.
Yep.
Yeah, we're eventually gonna be sitting on here saying salute to AJ Styles.
Damn it. They better do it right.
Yeah. Tony P also says, even though the way she's been posting pics from backstage seems like a woman enjoying as much time with the ones she loves backstage, like it won't last forever. Still, I feel 50-50 she leaves at this point. Speaking of women there, poor Julia, she has been getting nothing from those fans the past few weeks. Wins back the title and they were quiet. Mello, on the other hand, proved himself as a star when Mr. Colorblind was not really booking him right. I just hope these 3 hours do talent like him justice. I didn't even know that Julia won the title back.
She did last night.
So there's that. That's not really a great sign. I just don't think that the Julia and Kiana James thing works. I don't think that they have chemistry together.
It doesn't make
And
sense.
I know people will always go, well, how do you know she doesn't want to do it? And how do you know she doesn't need a mouthpiece? Maybe she does, but I just think currently it's not really working. It's not interesting. I don't think it really does anything for Julia. And I just continue to say she's so charismatic. If you go back to all of her stardom stuff and you see like her talk over there, and you see some of the stuff that she was doing on the internet, no, you could just let her talk. You could just let her be herself. I don't know why they won't.
That was half of the appeal for her coming up is like, oh, she's super charismatic and like she has this bright ass personality and it comes over with everything that she does. And that element hasn't been hitting in WWE because they don't think she has that, but she has that.
Yeah, speaks multiple languages. That was one of the reasons that I thought when she came over there, she was going to be so marketable because she can talk a lot better than I think people give her credit for. It might be a confidence thing, but again, that's why you write the promos for her and you allow her to do these things. I don't know. I just don't get the pairing with Kiana James. I just don't think it works.
I mean, when you could cover 3 or 4 different cultures with one wrestler, why wouldn't you lean into that? I'd be having her talking Italian, have her talking Japanese, having her like she could be doing all kinds of shit. I don't understand what's going on here.
Bro. Orion. Exactly. Julia was the leader of the group. Tekla was her sidekick.
Dude. Yes.
Tekla is now leading a group.
Yeah.
Julia
Tekla be Tekla. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. I would have never guessed that Tekla would be having a better run in the US currently than Julia. I would have never guessed that.
It doesn't make any sense. It's confusing. It's all there. They haven't changed anything. Or like I'm confused.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if you look at like those old Donna Del Mondo matches and like the stuff she was doing in ring, I'm like, she has a ready-made catchphrase and everything. Like, why are we not doing any of that? I don't get it.
Confused.
Yeah. Tony P says, shit. Now before I go, if you had to choose between Capadonna or Silk as tour only music sections for a road trip, who would you pick? Rest in peace to Isaiah Whitlock. Congrats on the career, Ace. Also, please turn off all Grok features and block it. It might be Silk because like I'm familiar with more of his music. I actually own Silk the Shocker album.
Yeah.
Like I bought both his first albums, so it might be Silk for me. But
it doesn't. Is it just solo music? Could that like it because Capadonna is attached to Wu-Tang, so like
that's true.
Wu-Tang attached to it, but if it's just like solo music, I would regretfully pick Silk the Shocker because I do know more Silk the Shocker cuts. But even that sounds crazy. Like Silk the Shocker for a whole road trip? Like, nah.
That sounds insane.
Pull this car over, dog.
That sounds really crazy. But even if you're not just counting solo music, you got all of that like great No Limit stuff that Silk was on. So
yeah. If No Limits attached to it, then I still might pick. You're right. Yeah.
But it's still Silk for me either way. Sorry, Capricorn.
First time Silk has ever been picked for anything. Yeah, it's Silk for me. He's never heard that. Yeah, it's Silk for me. Nah, dog.
Yeah. We're going with those offbeat rhymes. That's where we're heading. From Wonga, he says, "Hi, Grapsy fellas. Happy Wrestle Kingdom Day for those who celebrate. I hope they have plenty of mops and they got those animals in the petting zoo outside the Tokyo ready for the flood of tears that'll be flowing after the final match."
It's going to be emotional one. People are going to be crying at 4:00 in the morning. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. But yeah, it's still crazy to think about that it's happening. And Okada's his opponent. Like, how did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
Yeah. Deborah Cox is definitely telling y'all that we're in danger. Let's run down this card for Wrestle Kingdom 20 before we get up out of here. This is a very interesting card. Some of the omissions on this card are a little baffling to me. You have the World Tag League winners, Zack Sabre and Ryohei Oiwa, wrestling on the 5th on the Korakuen Hall show and not at Tokyo Dome, which they won World Tag League, so it feels like they should be here. And it's Zack Sabre Jr. This guy just headlined the Dome a year ago. What do you mean he's not going to be on the show wrestling for the tag titles? And then you've also told us for the lower half of this year, the lower half of last year, how important like the Knockout Brothers were, how successful they were in revitalizing the tag division, and they're not on this card. I don't really understand that decision.
Zack Sabre Jr. not being on this card felt just like, like I saw the story that Meltzer put out about they want to give the main event time. They want it to be able to flesh out because it's going to be on TV essentially in Japan. They want to give everything time. It's kind of like a WWE style of less matches, more time. And like, I'm with you, but there's some omissions are crazy, and Zack Sabre Jr. is a crazy one.
Yeah, I don't really get that one. But on a pre-show, we're gonna have the Young Lions tag match, which is if you've seen any New Japan show, knew to expect that coming in. We also have El Phantasmo defending the New Japan World Television Championship against Chris Brooks. This is another where I'm just like, wait a minute. So the World Tag League winners and Zack Sabre are not on this card, but you're putting El Phantasmo versus Chris Brooks here. That's it's an interesting choice. But we'll see. I mean, I think LP is a great wrestler. I think he can have a great pre-show match, but just it's an odd one.
Choice.
Odd choice. Of course, we got the Rambo to open the show again. This year, the Rambo is going to be for the never open weight 6-man tag team titles. So it's going to be, multiple 3-man teams instead of the usual Rambo where it's just kind of like a free for all. And then, funny enough, Zack Sabre and Ryohei Oiwa are in the Rambo because they're teaming with Harley Jackson. Again, very odd choice, but I don't know.
That's always kind of a fun little appetizer for the show. It makes me feel a certain way watching the Rambo before the show really gets into high gear. You see kind of people who cook throughout the year. There's a couple of surprises sometimes. So this is interesting. A couple of people I would have had in different spots, but I hear you.
Yeah. And also Knockout Brothers are also in the Rambo. They're teaming with Clark Connor, representing the Bullet Club War Dogs. But very odd choice. the current champions, Toru Yano, Master Wato, and Yo will be in the mix. Tiger Mask, Togi Makabe, and Taguchi will also be in the mix. Both Oleg and Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi. That's another one. I'm surprised we don't have a big one-on-one match for Goto after the year he had. Why is he in the Rambo? Choices were made here. Tomohiro Ishii, Taichi, Satoshi Kojima will also be in the mix. House of Torture team will be here. Ren Narita.
All these guys are in one match. That's crazy.
Yeah. And Kanemaru will also be here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. The amount of people in this Rambo that could easily have like either a one-on-one match or a tag match here is interesting. But yeah.
Some of these guys carried the company, dude. Goto, Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah. Like it was on their backs for a couple of months there.
But yeah, a big chunk of this card I am excited for. It's just like I said, some very odd omissions here when you consider the year that some of these wrestlers had. Mm-hmm. But we've got Saya Kamitani, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, taking on Shuri, the IWGP Women's Champion, in a winner-take-all match. Very excited for this match. Saya Kamitani is coming into this year after the big accolade of being the first women's Tokyo Sports winner and having a fantastic run with Stardom, having one of the biggest moments of the year with Tam Nakano. And Shuri is amazing. I have no doubt this is going to be a fantastic match. I'm glad that both of these women are getting a match at the Tokyo Dome. They both deserve it. Suri is definitely another woman. I was kind of surprised that Suri lost the belt going into this show because I was like, oh, Suri makes a lot of sense for somebody on this card. But I do think Suri will get here. I'm curious what this means for the New Japan Strong belts, because New Japan Strong, we've seen a lot less promotion for it. It kind of feels like they're quietly rebranding it as just New Japan shows. Mm-hmm. And so I'm curious if they're going to end up merging these belts, if it's just going to be the IWGP Women's Championship. It kind of feels like that's how it should be because both of these belts really serve the same purpose. Mm-hmm. So curious to see what news we get out of that. But yeah, very excited for this match.
Yeah, I saw a clip of the New Japan Strong show, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember New Japan Strong. That's interesting. This has the potential to be the match of the night. I think if they give these women time, like it's going to be hard for anybody to really follow them up. A lot of stakes on the line. A lot of people had both of these women on their top of the year list for the incredible work that they did. This tradition of the women getting a big Tokyo Dome match, I think I'm loving it. It needs to continue. And if they get time, like I said, sleeper match of the night, this is going to be incredible. Great way to start the show.
Yeah, very, very excited for that match. I hope the women get a lot of time. Hopefully this isn't one of those sprints like they did with the other women. But yeah, very excited.
But more time would be great.
Yeah, we've also got a 10-man tag match where the Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, Drilla Maloney, and the unaffiliated Shingo Takagi and Hiromu Takahashi will be taking on the United Empire, which is currently basically being led by Callum Newman, with Great O'Khan, Hanare, a wrestler to be announced, and Andrade El Idolo, guys. Andrade is heading back to New Japan. That was announced towards the end of the year. I'm very happy he's going to be here. Kind of sucks that his post WWE run has been derailed by all the litigation and stuff. And so at least he's got a spot here at Wrestle Kingdom. I think this is a great opportunity for him. I do think there's a good chance with some of the other news we got that he could be wrestling in the States very soon.
Absolutely. This is an interesting match, Phil. We've got some other New Japan contract talks and things this week. And I mean, if you kind of know, Wrestle Kingdom a lot of the times they do contracts, it seems like for a year. Sometimes it goes Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom type styles. So a lot of people's contracts come up around these times. There's some people in the Bullet Club, they're talking about contracts being up. Andre has all this crazy contract talk. So this match here has a lot of interesting outcomes. Seeing Andrade back in a New Japan ring fits. He did some great work here in the past. Interested to see him really get into the mix in one of these promotions because he's been kind of ping-ponging around. And these people in a 10-man tag, they've had some good matches, 10-man tags, both these teams. So this could be a pretty good match, I think. Who's the mystery guy?
I'm not sure yet. It's United Empire, so I'm not sure.
Who
could it be? Maybe somebody already that has a history with United Empire. It would be wild if it was like Kyle Fletcher out of nowhere. That'd be kind of crazy.
That would be nuts.
That would be wild. But yeah, we'll see. I think that should be a fun match. We've got a fatal 4-way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. El Desperado versus Koze Fujita, Taiji Ishimori, and Sho. It felt like the Best of Super Juniors was going to be the crowning moment of Fujita coming out of that. He looked like a big world beater coming out of that tournament. I thought if you wanted to really put a new face at the head of this division, that was kind of the time, and they didn't. I was really surprised, and so maybe this is it. I have to assume that Fujita is going to win in the Dome. I at least hope that's where it's going, because at this point, I think he's overdue.
Yeah, I mean, this match type is kind of synonymous with Wrestle Kingdom. Put all of the best guys in a junior heavyweight match, usually a 4-way. We get to see everybody kind of cook. Fujita's been waiting for a big moment like this for a while. I mean, if you can't get a crowning moment during the Super Juniors, Phil, I mean, I guess the next best thing is a big crowning moment in the Dome, right? In a match like this at a time like this.
And actually, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The Fatal 4-Way is not for the championship. It's a number one contender match.
Okay.
That's right, because Doki is not on the card as well. I forgot that part. But that's also why, again, strange decision to make this a number one contenders match and not put Doki on this card. I don't know what the deal with that is. But again, I have to assume that regardless, that Fujita is going to come out of this with the win. That's going to set him up to get the big win finally this year and become IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, I don't quite understand where we're going with this, but I don't.
Interesting booking on this show. I guess it's about the main event more than anything, but still, some omissions are crazy.
Yeah, I forgot that part, that this is a number one contenders match. That was the other thing, other than the World Tag League winners not being here, that I was very confused about. Yeah, and they're really trying to build up this thing of Doki as a member of House of Torture. I don't want to wrestle this match. I don't have to wrestle this match. So, yeah, I don't really get it, but I guess.
Cool way to do it, Gato. Cool way to do it.
Yeah, one of the biggest selling points for this show, Evil will be defending the Never Openweight Championship against debuting Aaron Wolf. Very excited to see how this pans out. I didn't think that Aaron looked that great in some of the matches we've seen coming up to Wrestle Kingdom, but that could change in this match. We'll see. I definitely think that Evil will give him a lot to work with as a heel. I think that's going to give you a lot of opportunities to get some great crowd response for Aaron. But yeah, we're officially trying to build a judo practitioner or like MMA guy into a wrestler. Enochiism is back.
New Japan is loving this shit. Yeah, there's been a lot of fanfare behind this Aaron Wolf debut. The pressure is fucking on, dude. Like this is about as high as you could get debuting in the Dome, debuting against Evil, who has a lot of heat. Like like they could get to a point where this is worthwhile. Will it though? I don't know. It's pretty tough. I think that he doesn't really need to do a lot here if he just starts hitting that judo shit, going over, getting the crowd behind him, it could be a pretty easy night for him. But with how this is sold out and how this crowd's going to be rocking, and these are fucking diehard Tanahashi New Japan fans, like it could also be pretty tough for him. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm back and forth. I don't know if you want to put the title on Aaron Wolf in his big debut. It kind of feels like this is setting up for Evil to win and get booed, and then you go back to Aaron Wolf later down the road against Evil. But that's a lot of pressure to put on him straight away and debut him as a champion. I mean, it could go either way. Maybe Aaron Wolf is going to win his debut, but I don't know if I understand that philosophy as a booker. But I am very curious to see how this pans out, and I hope Aaron Wolf pans out for New Japan overall, because they're definitely putting a lot of fanfare behind him.
It's work. We've seen the debut championship thing work before, and it can. If he's ready, it can totally work. But if they're gonna still be kind of building on the way up, I don't really know. Because like usually when it's works, that they've had that person like in development or somewhere kind of really cooking, and I don't know if this is the same type of deal.
Yeah, that's why I kind of think Evil's gonna win. Konosuke Takeshita will be defending his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Yota Tsuji. It's a winner take all match with the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship also on the line.
Wow.
Big match. I think this has a lot of implication for this year for New Japan. And I think that plays into some of the Tsuji quotes coming into this show. I think Tsuji's going to win, guys. And I think Tsuji I feel like Tsuji kind of has to win. I think with this year, and you really need to reestablish your main event scene. This is Tanahashi's last show, and you really need to cement the guy moving forward that's going to be the guy that you really put this thing on their back and try to draw tickets on. You got to make Tsuji the guy. It would make absolutely no sense to do the build coming out of G1 and everything up to this point and have Tsuji lose.
Yeah, I think that exactly what the point that you're making. If Tanahashi since his opponent is Okada, somebody he's already made, somebody he's already put over, if you're not going to have a young guy in that position, you need to have him in this position, winning the world title, establishing what's going to be the future of this company. And I think Tsuji does it. I think having Takeshita there as what he did the last year in New Japan and kind of stepping on Tsuji's toes a little bit in positions that Tsuji should have been winning. I think that's a great story coming into this. I think Tsuji talking shit on the way up, like we talked about earlier, plays into this match. Like all this stuff is needed to build this, but we need to be seeing him holding both of those titles up at the end of this match to really cement it, especially after the stuff that happened last year with Shota and what we thought we were gonna make into the next guy. Like you need a big moment on this show.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at this point you've told us that those guys are the Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers of this era, and Shota isn't quite there yet. I'm not sure what the move is going to be with Ren Narita. The guy that's ready right now is Yota Tsuji. And you've got a few young guys that you can eventually get there. A guy like Yuya Amura can eventually get there. A big fan of Ryohei. I think he is going to be a big asset for this company. But like the guy that I think has the presentation and everything now, works very well, it's Yota Tsuji. You got to give him the win. And you've been kind of doing this slow burn of stuff ever since Okada left the company, of Tsuji kind of being not happy with Okada and the fact that he didn't put anyone over on the way out. And so, that's a good way to pay this off. Tsuji winning tonight and Okada to end the night. And maybe you get to Tsuji Okada somewhere down the line, if not this year, maybe at Wrestle Kingdom next year. But you got to start doing it. You got to start really doing the building blocks to get a lot of these guys there, because this company is they're kind of in dire need right now. It's going to be a minute. losing your number one guy in Okada has been very tough for New Japan, but now you're losing the ace. This company is going to be without Naito, Okada, and Tanahashi very soon, and so you've got to mint the next few guys, man. You have to.
And I think Suji's ready to be the top guy. He's ready to be in the main events. Like, you don't have to like worry about like if you put him in a feud that people are not going to be interested. I think the way that you primed him for the last year, kind of wanting to grab the brass ring and wanting to be up there, has set him up for this. And I think he's ready as anybody in this position will ever be. And you got to just execute. He's going to have a great dance partner. I think starting out a run like this with the Tokyo Dome match against a fucking Hooper that's going to give you that match is also a great way to put some more heat on Suji, and potentially coming out at the end of the show, Phil, like maybe you were mentioning here, to see what to really do something. I think it's going to be an interesting night for Suji.
There's a lot of dots you can connect there. Of course, the leader of LIJ, Suji's mentor and Naito, ended Wrestle Kingdom 1 year holding both belts up, a white belt and the world title. And that guy famously had to get through Okada to get there. And so the idea of Suji ending the night holding up both of those belts with Okada in the ring makes all the sense in the world.
Wow. And like I said, this could also be the best match of the night. I think this one's going to be super fire.
Yeah, I think this match is going to be excellent. We know how Takeshita gives it up. I think if you really want to pay off the G1 run with Takeshita and how a lot of the domestic fans rejected him, you're clearly going to get a partisan crowd for Suji. And that's another reason why you have to give Suji the win, because that crowd is not going to want to see Takeshita leave the Tokyo Dome with both belts.
But do you because you have the chance to, you can't piss the fans off here, because at the end of the night they're gonna go home happy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say you should, but I'm like, you do have the opportunity because you're gonna end on the high note. You shouldn't though at all.
going for big heat and having to catch the win and then ending the night with a Tanahashi retirement match. No. That does not sound like a good idea.
I wouldn't. But I mean, it's out there. People like heat these days. That's what Bully Ray would do.
Yeah, and I have to assume they're probably going to have like something for Tanahashi after the match. Like, we've already heard like Will Ospreay and some other wrestlers are in Japan, so it's probably going to be one of those things where, Tanahashi probably going to lose his match, but they're going to have like all the wrestlers come down to the ring or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, very much looking forward to the match itself. This could be a powder keg if this doesn't go right. Internet and Japanese fans are not going to be happy, so we shall see. But I think the match is going to deliver.
This one seems like a softball, an easy fucking slam dunk. So I wouldn't imagine, but we've seen crazier things.
Yes. The main event will be Tanahashi's retirement match. He will be taking on longtime foe Kazuchika Okada. Listen, man, I didn't think this is what I wanted until Okada showed up and challenged him, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked in. We're getting Okada in the Dome again. No. The vibes is here. Can't wait for this match. Tanahashi has delivered in most of his matches on his Fair World Tour. I mean, that guy had a great match with Takeshita here in Chicago. He had a bunch of matches that were much better than they had any right to be last year. And this is a guy that he's wrestled multiple times, probably one of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time in Kazuchika Okada. So I expect this to be all of the drama and all the pacing we expect from these guys, but it is definitely going to be bittersweet. I assume Tanahashi is going out on his back.
I would think so. This is such a rare wrestling occasion, Phil, where like a guy's retiring against the guy that he made. This would be like if Sting retired and then like he wrestled Ric Flair. Like you just don't like you. It's so rare that you get like these elements to this point, and Tanahashi's the president and what he represents here. Okada was the king of this place and he wrestles for a different company. Like there's so many crazy extra things added onto this match that it's like I never thought we would get here. I think I watched one of their matches in San Jose. I think they main evented that first Mercedes, the Mercedes show in San Jose, and thinking like, I can't believe I'm watching this here, and now thinking like this is Tanahashi's last match. Okada's the guy. I was out like a lot of people on New Japan. I hadn't watched New Japan in years. I didn't know what New Japan Pro Wrestling where they were at until I started hearing about these two guys, Tanahashi and Okada, and these matches that they were having. And you have to see it, and they're changing the fucking sport. And to know that now they're going to do this in front of a sold out crowd, that's going to be super emotional all the way through. And I'm wondering what the story is going to be in the match, Phil. Like, is Okada having sympathy for having to put down Tanahashi, or is it fucking the Dome Okada who just cares about winning, who cares about being the best guy? Like, is Tanahashi going to bring some kind of different fire because it's Okada? Like, there's so many stories that they could tell in this, and I'm super excited to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Japanese crowd reacts to Okada now as well, because he left on such a high note. And even the last time he interacted with Tanahashi before he challenged him, it got very emotional. So, very interesting to see how he's going to play that up. I'm sure that it is going to be still a crowd rooting for Tanahashi, but you've also got a returning Okada that's going to present an interesting dynamic.
And the dome, that fucking dome, dog.
Dude, if Okada wins this match with a money clip and Tanahashi does like a smirk and does like a soft tap, that would be the funniest thing ever.
If Tanahashi smirked and tapped, I'd cry tears of joy from laughing so hard.
That would be hilarious, bro. Just does like a smirk and taps and it's like, well, that's it. Then just jumps up and starts air guitar.
Him and Okada air guitar together to end this. Yeah, I just don't know how you wanna sell the end of this. Like, does it? Because I feel like Tanahashi's gonna lose too, and I don't think he needs to win because I feel like the emotion's gonna be there either way. But like, could he win though, Phil?
I don't think so. I think he's losing. I think we're definitely getting a Okada style, I'm sorry, I love you, Rainmaker, and put him in the dirt. I think that's where we're heading.
It feels like it too. I'm like, damn, Okada's gonna do this man dirty on his last match. And it's almost fitting because Okada being the one to do it and kind of having no remorse fits his character and where he went. So it fits. Like anybody else will be like, it's gonna hit different. This is just like where it had to go.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I think this farewell tour has been really, really well done. Tanahashi has been out here working. It hasn't been one of those, hey, you're getting this amount of dates, I might wrestle some of these. Now he been wrestling, gave us one last G1 run. He been outside, and then to get to this point, and Okada challenged him. Okada challenged him wearing the exact same thing he wore when he challenged him the first time. Like,
damn,
all of that stuff is so cool. But yeah, man, I still having a hard time processing Tanahashi not being a wrestler anymore. Like, this guy is responsible for what a lot of modern New Japan fans grew to like about this company. Like in like the early, like 2015, 2017, like that run of New Japan, it was really Tanahashi's that started that. Like what he and Nakamura did, and like what eventually became like the Okada run. And like, you know, you cannot talk about like what Okada became for this company without Tanahashi. And man, he's just I cannot exaggerate in any way about just how important he is to the growth of this company. Like, but yeah, this is it. 24 hours from now, he will no longer be a full-time wrestler. He will be effectively just the president of this company. Still very funny when I met him this year, and he's just like, "Hey, Tanahashi, president."
This is so fitting too. We made a joke about the Cena thing, but like there was many years where they were comparing these two guys. They're like, "Oh, Tanahashi's on top and he represents this, and Cena's on top. What if they had a match? What if they blah blah blah?" And the fact that they're retiring in the same year and within a month of each other is so fitting to where their careers both were for so long. There's so many of the guys that we came to love in New Japan beyond Okada, fucking Shibata, Ibushi, Nakamura. There's so many guys that the reason that they became who they were is because they had these battles with Tanahashi, and Tanahashi was trying to be the best that whole time, but he spent so much fucking time of his career putting people over that might be his greatest legacy. Even like you're talking about with this Pharaoh run, Phil, a lot of it he was losing to these guys. A lot of these he was helping put over guys. A lot of it was him just being like, it's not about me, even though you're here for me. It's about this guy. And like that means more than fucking wins and losses to so many people.
Yeah. Absolute icon. It's going to be a very emotional night, but that is the Wrestle Kingdom card. Sounds like we'll be back on Monday reviewing this show live on our YouTube channel. We're going to knock out these last few super chats and humper chats, and we're going to get up out of here.
Absolutely. Phil, are you gonna take a nap before the show, or are you just going straight through?
Yeah, I might be up, so it depends. Like, I don't know.
So funny. Yeah, let's get into a few of these and we'll move on for the day. The homie Ben also says, I hope Jericho gets to have a doofus off with Joe Hendry.
You know he cannot wait to do something with Joe Hendry. You know it's coming.
It was stressing him out that he wasn't able to all this time. Like, dang, this guy keeps getting these pops. So, I love pops. Like, how could I be a part of this? Now he gets to be a part of this.
Bro, he did that dinner debonair. Him and Joe Hendry are going to basically do a whole Brian and Stewie segment on WrestleMania or something, bro. You know it's coming.
They can't wait to sing and dance with each other. Appreciate that, Ben. The homie Anwar Starwin says, Happy New Year, everyone. Babe with the Power FC. We are all the way up. Reg and Phil, don't let the Grapsody fam trick you into going 4 hours today.
No, it's not happening, guys.
They can't, Anwar. We're out of here.
They can't do it. Somebody was like, what are you guys doing a 24-hour watch along? And I was like, you guys are crazy.
I don't have words for it. Like, do you know how long that is, you guys?
24 hours.
To just be talking? Nah. Appreciate that, Anwar. Tenruza says Andrade and Naito are destined not to reunite.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that they haven't done anything yet. But yeah, also we're heading for a world where Andrade might be over there, possibly in LFI again with Sammy Guevara.
I can't see it. I feel like Sammy's going to be exiled for some reason, but
Yeah, how you know?
Yeah, we did get some. They I guess they said that they figured this out. Like Andrade's good to go now, so that's good.
Yeah. Hopefully, I really want to see him in AEW, especially if we get like a Kenny world title push. I still want that match. I still want Kenny versus Andrade
for the AEW World Championship. That's insane. Tenders also says a unified global heavyweight title, 4V title back, please.
Yeah, Suji is saying he wants to be the guy that brings the 4V title back. So maybe, I don't know. But they just established the global title, so I don't know. I don't know that I believe they're gonna merge them, but we'll see.
It's a bad couple of weeks for these newly established championships, huh, Phil? These on the same level as the other championships are not making it out.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's right. So Andrade is on the United Empire team. That's right. He also joined Don Callis' family. Maybe Fletcher being there isn't that far out of the realm of possibility.
Right.
It might be Fletcher.
It might be Fletcher. Wow, Don Callis put that together. Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that.
listen, his husband's wrestling on this card as well.
Hmm.
Takeshita's in the
I'm
semi-main
saying,
event. He might
you
be
know, he
there.
got to be there for support at least, at minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I joke, but it might really be Fletcher.
honestly, yeah. Ten Russo also says AEW got to give New Japan time with White, Omega, Osprey, Max or Mox.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, New Japan helped a lot on some certain fronts, and I think that it's coming to show. Appreciate that, Ten Russo. Metal Death 316 says, no offense, but Cena couldn't carry Tanahashi's jockstrap, much less hang with the man even now. Yeah, no, I don't. I think they do two completely different things for sure.
yeah. Yeah. All those people that are like, I want to see Tanahashi versus Cena in this farewell tour, and I'm like, boy, y'all are dreaming. Y'all are dreaming.
Niggas was sleeping. Appreciate that, homie. But yeah, different leagues for sure.
Yeah.
That's all of our super chats. Appreciate you guys all day. Been great.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. We got one last humper chat, I believe. It's from the homie Dex Baker. He says, weird one here. I was out at the bar last night and heard a girl say, Matt Cardona, turn around and there are two young women sitting at the bar, ignoring everyone, watching SmackDown on their phones out in the wild. Indianapolis is crazy. Yeah, that is very funny. But I've seen things like that out in the wild every now and then.
Definitely. I've seen wrestling in some places and laughed. So it's getting, but SmackDown on a Friday night at the bar. On a phone. Like I've seen wrestling beyond, like they're watching a show and then wrestling comes on after and then people watch, but I haven't seen like somebody's at the bar actively on their phone watching wrestling. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Not even myself.
Very interesting one. Appreciate you guys. Very grateful to still be here with you guys in 2026. Still talking Graps with my friend. We're probably going to do more streams on our channel. Like I was saying when we did our review on Monday, probably going to make Monday really a regular part of our schedule. So look forward to that. Like I said, if you missed it, we did review Worlds End on our channel. And we'll be back Monday talking Wrestle Kingdom with you guys. But until then, this has been Grapsody. I'm Phil Lindsey. It's Righteous Reg. We're out of here.